Yeah, it's the Bennington show on a Wednesday. Gail was jumping around singing and missed Gwenny walking past.
No, is that what you're reporting at?
Yes, but you were too quick to act like you were in a Broadway play. You were singing every lyric. Chris was hitting about every seventh or eighth word. And Joey Jojo is playing imaginary bongos.
Loved bongos.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see her jump?
No, I was too busy playing bongos.
So you guys gotta keep your head on a swivel around here.
I can't help it. The Violet Femmes distracted me.
Well, she's got a new cookbook out. She looks fantastic, by the way, for all the ball busting people doing Gwenny.
They do bust
She
your
just
balls.
looked amazing.
I caught her, Ron. She did look
You
great.
did not see her.
Why'd you
would you
lie?
lie?
I know you didn't.
Because I was looking at you and you were trying to watch Gail's mouth so you could pick out some of the lyrics. I don't know why we don't Periscope when there's songs playing, because if you were walking by the studio, you're like, I guess they sing all their own music. I guess they just break into the song a lot.
Weird.
It's the Bennington show. Ron Bennington, Gail Bennington.
Yo.
This is Stan Bennington.
What's up?
But Joey Jojo Bennington told me before the show, he says he's got one of his questions. And I said to him, I go, Joe, your questions always stink. He goes, no, this one's great, and you guys are going to love it. I don't believe that I do this, but I'm going to give him another try.
Okay.
All right, guys. So if you had one utensil to use for the rest of your life,
That's it.
which one would it be? Knife, fork, or spoon?
Why would I only have one utensil the rest of my life?
Say you went to Costco and you picked up a box full of one utensil because they were on sale.
That
So now
doesn't make sense.
you have
Your question doesn't make sense.
No. Look, we're in a world where all knives or forks or spoons, 2 out of 3 are destroyed.
Okay.
Just for you. Do you use the knife or fork or spoon?
Well, why
for
aren't we
sure?
making new utensils?
It's a metal
We
shortage.
can't. We just can't.
Why can't we melt down some of the knives into forks and spoons?
Because everyone's already who chose knife has got the knives.
All right, so, yeah, but you could melt them down and do it. You don't have to choose. All right, you seem like you're buying into this. You're Joey's wingman. Where are you going with this?
If I had to only use one for the rest of my life, I'd take spoon. Easily.
Spoon?
Yes, spoon's the one I use.
You're going to cut your steak with a spoon.
This is how I eat a steak. I take the spoon. I jab it into the steak until I get into the steak, because it's possible. And I pick up the steak on the spoon and I eat the spoon.
I'm not eating with you.
Okay, that's terrible. There's only one obvious answer to this. Because it's the thing that you can't do, and that's knife. You need a knife.
I know
If you
need
need a knife for cutting.
I'm getting a knife, and then I'm stabbing Joe, and I'm stabbing Chris. And then I'm going to say, let's go get the other utensils. Why would you even think of this? Is this one of those marijuana things?
Well, I was eating the other day and I thought, I only use a fork.
You are fucking
You're
gross.
lying.
then.
I'm being dead serious.
You've never had soup?
I have had soup, but I have eaten soup with a fork before.
Bullshit, you're lying.
No, it's easy. The more chunkier parts you can pick up with the fork, and then you drink the broth.
Oh, what? You pick up a bowl?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
But I would agree.
No dogs pick up bowls, just so you know. All right, go ahead, Gail.
I would agree that the spoon is unnecessary. I can't believe you chose spoon, because we know that Asian cultures drink soup from the bowl
Yeah, but we're
to their
not
mouth.
Asian.
I'm American. And if I want a soup, I'm using a spoon. I'm not just picking up the bowl like a crazy person.
But then you're going to pick up everything else
Yeah,
that you can't eat with a spoon?
Look, I mean sandwiches most of the time anyway, so I'm fine. But when I have to sit down to eat
Guess
dinner,
what?
yeah.
You're not always going to stay a man-child. Some night you're going to go out, right,
Yeah.
to dinner. And let's say you go out to a nice steak place. You go to Wolfgang's.
Ooh.
You're going to sit there with a fucking spoon?
Yeah.
Like a
I'm
moron?
going to have to.
You're not going to cut that fucking steak with a spoon, dude.
I'm not planning on cutting with this. I'm planning on just getting a hold of the steak with the spoon and then
biting the whole fucking steak?
this
doesn't make
is the
sense.
choice I've made.
You're going to be thrown out
No, I'm
immediately.
not.
You're going to
Yes.
have to, unfortunately, use your fingers to study the steak, cut your steak into little pieces,
With
and
what,
then
a spoon?
no, like with the knife.
Oh.
That's the only option.
Then you got meat juice all over your hands. I'm going to enjoy my soup appetizer at Wolfgang's.
Do you know what you're going to look like with a steak on a spoon? Do you know what you're going to look like?
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
I never take a spoon and get the fucking steak juice or blood. One time we got in huge fucking trouble when I was a little kid for saying my favorite part is the blood when I was eating the steak. My whole family just started fucking yelling at me like I destroyed it.
Delicious.
The blood is the best part.
I know.
It's where all the flavor is.
I know. And everyone's just yelling like somehow I've destroyed this with my bad manners. And I'm like, okay, what is it then? We're calling that gravy? I mean, it's red and it's coming out of the steak.
Fantastic.
Look, I had 3 utensils still. Let me go to Vito, who, I don't know why I'm doing this, but Vito, what would you take in this stupid world?
I'm going fork because my mouth is the knife.
kind of my same reasoning.
First of all, you just heard the dumbest thing in the world, and you're acting like he stole it from you?
Pretty much.
I'm with you, Vito.
My mouth is the knife.
That's what dogs say. That's what a knife is for a dog. Their own fucking teeth.
Oh my God.
And if you pick knife, Gail, how do you eat pasta? You're fucked.
I'm going to have to eat it with my fingers.
Well, how are you going to eat it with just a spoon?
You twirl it. You twirl. You twirl.
And
You
what's
twirl
going to
with the
steady
fork
it?
and use the fucking spoon.
The spoon's
You don't
steady.
twirl with the fucking spoon.
I'll manage it.
I know
You're
you've
going to
never
end up
done that
doing
before.
exactly what I'm doing. You're going to have to eat it with your hands because you can't eat spaghetti with your just a spoon. It can't be done.
I'm positive I can eat spaghetti with just a spoon.
Without using your hands?
Yeah, without using
No, you
my
can't.
hands.
You can't.
Can't be done. Cannot be done.
Everything you guys said, I don't have that problem because the steak I can just pick up with the fork like a lollipop, and the pasta
How are you
I can
cutting
just,
the fucking steak?
I'm just gonna eat it one bite at a time.
Knife teeth again?
Yeah,
See,
knife teeth
again,
again.
it's fucking knife teeth. First of all, Vito seems to be the leader of you guys. Keep an eye, because Gwenny's probably... maybe she won't come back this way, though. She might go out the other side.
Yeah.
Or you can go over and clock her at EW.
Maybe I will.
Maybe you will. If you would just taken off your shades and stop singing for 5 seconds.
I know, I couldn't help it.
Why
though.
was pointing? You went out of your way like
I thought you were like, yeah, this part's great.
Why would I? This isn't this isn't a concert.
I thought you were like,
That's the
I
only
fucking
time.
love this song, dude.
That's the only time. That
So
you're
that's why I
allowed-
was like nodding back to you, like, yeah. Picked a good one today.
You know what? Get a spoon for yourself. You should join the spoon crew.
Join the spoon brigade.
I won't. I'll never join them.
All right. Let me read what some of these people take fork, sharpen one edge of it. Boom doggy. You know, this is what always kills me. Now, this is what always kills me. When you get this kind of stupid question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 answers. Not how you can beat the fucking system by turning it into a shiv on one. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not doing that.
You have... No one's fucking talking to you, Chris. I'm talking to this fucking boom doggy. A lot of people are trying to do the sharpen part, and that's cheating.
Yeah, you can't. You cannot modify by making a fork at the other end of your spoon or knife.
Turd Ferguson just said, just mentioned the did Cheap Trick just mention the show on Classic Rewind? Yes, Turd, they did.
It's true.
Much to the chagrin of the guy who was hosting. Will's home, second day with the flu. Sorry, Will.
Oh, Will. Will you get better? I hope so.
Why are people bringing up the bell? Chris's bell. Where's the bell, Stanley?
I don't have a bell.
What bell?
I don't know, but they're all over and they're sending in fucking weird people ringing bells.
I'm not a bellboy.
What is this bell?
I don't know.
I'm bellless.
I need to know what this means.
Hey, Scott, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Although it is pretty dumb question by Joey. You got to go with the fork. How tough are your guys' steaks that you can't eat with a fork? Please don't tell me you cook it freaking well done.
Look,
Nobody
here's the
cooks
thing.
it well done, but you're not.
Okay.
You're not cutting into a fucking big steak with a fork.
If you have the fork,
You're a child if you're doing that.
if you have the fork and you're eating a steak, that's just you're using your hands because there's no way to cut a steak with a fork. And why would you cut it with your teeth and then spit it out onto the plate and then fork those up? You're just going to eat it the same way this nut's eating it.
Yeah, here's the thing about Americans. First of all, you know that we're the only people on the planet, I believe, who put the fork in our right hands.
What?
Everybody else, when you see Europeans eat, they have a knife and fork. The knife stays in the right hand. The fork is in the left. They're cutting their food and picking it up, eating. We, Americans, cut with our right, switch then, and put the fork in our right hand.
In a circumstance where I eat with a knife, or maybe if it was a spoon and fork combination, I keep knife in my right and fork in my left, and I eat like that. And I didn't know that was
European.
And it was your parents, my grandparents, who said to me, "You eat like an Irish child. Why do you eat like that?" And I didn't know what that meant, but that's exactly that they keep it the entire time. No switching.
My family, when the mix would come over, we would try to teach them the American ways. Just like also, if there was any child in my family who wrote with their left hand, it was tied behind their back, and they were forced to. Catholics always did that.
Yeah, it's the devil's hand.
Yeah, and the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He was looking to make a deal. But anyway, isn't that weird about us? And Europeans are like, "What are you doing? You're switching back and forth like animals." And we're like, "Well, you didn't think we were animals when we came over and saved you from Hitler."
That's true.
Mark, it only took 17 minutes today to get Hitler mentioned on the show. That's the weird thing. Like Americans, we're really right-handed.
Yes, that we feel the need that we're like, I can't even work anything with my left.
We're also right-footed. Like if you have to kick a ball with your left foot, it's just like ridiculously weird.
Do you want to know something weird? I'm left-footed and I'm left-eyed.
What do you mean you're left-eyed?
Okay, so I once went to a shotgun range.
Yeah.
And
shotgun range?
I don't know. What
Just
do you call
a
that?
gun range.
Gun range?
Yeah.
Well, it was like when you're doing skeet. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like it's outside.
Right.
It's not like inside. I don't know all the gun terms.
Go ahead.
And I was having trouble hitting the mark. And then the guy came over and he was like, "Oh, you're using the wrong eye because I can't close my left eye and look through my right, but I'm right-handed. So if you're looking with your left eye, your perspective is a little bit off."
Yeah.
But he was like, "I can give you an eye patch." And I was like, "I don't want an eye patch. I'm going to look like a
Just
jerk."
put a little mark under there and just start singing "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls."
I seen a rainbow yesterday. Tears from my eyes, I'm a lonely cries.
Look how happy Joe is. If any rapping comes up on the air at all.
I know it.
Rap, you never do any songs anymore. And in a year, you haven't done one of your raps. And that's what you were known for when you were
a rap.
intern.
Yeah, I'd had some pretty good battle raps.
What
Not
about
in a year.
But do you only do
battle raps?
Freestyle? What is that? Yeah, freestyle rap.
I like to compose my raps when someone's wronged me in a revenge form.
Why can't we have a Bennington rap if you compose?
I've never even seen you fight with anyone or argue with anybody.
I know, it's really hard. I don't have that
You're so
personality.
nice.
Yeah.
He's such a nice boy.
I don't know how you're going to be in a battle rap when you don't make enemies.
Pepper farted in the booth. Fuck that guy.
That's your thing? That's you?
the truth.
That's all you got?
That's about...
I like farting in the booth.
He comes from 8 millimeter.
You have to rap your response now, Chris.
Shit, I'm not a battle rap.
You're in a fucking battle rap, dude.
You're going to quickly be disqualified.
Hey, Felix in NYC.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, give me the fork all day. I'm a truck driver. Nothing is better than just digging in and just put it right in your mouth.
All right, so you dig in and then put it right in your mouth. Okay.
That's better than that.
Interesting.
He's got a point, for sure.
I hold it up to the Lord for 5 seconds. Mm-hmm. They say, thank you for this food, and then down.
If you don't take a spoon, how do you eat a bowl of ice cream for the rest of your life?
A little something called soft serve, Chris.
Yeah, maybe like to check out something called an ice cream cone.
No, thank you.
Look it up.
No, thank you.
Straight
no,
bowl.
thank you to an ice cream cone.
You never eat an ice cream cone.
Come on.
Well, in this new world, I'll definitely be anti-cone.
What new world is it? It's just fucking Joe made up a rule that
It's not
nobody
gonna
can
happen,
use this.
Chris.
I'll be
You're-
pushing my spoon agenda constantly.
You don't cross a spoon in the road, Chris.
Oh God.
Christ.
Dave in Jersey.
Hey, Ron, I just wanted to let you know how you can determine which is your dominant eye.
What's that?
You stick your hand out and make an OK symbol and look through it and then close either eye. And whichever eye you're still seeing through the circle in, that's your dominant eye.
All right, I'm right. Everything.
I'm left eye.
I'm right. Said Fred.
I'm left eye.
Left eye Lopez.
Didn't
You're
even
left
know that?
eye?
No, I had no idea. I'm a left eye. Yeah, I'm left eye. That's
Joe?
fucking weird.
I'm left eye too.
Whoa!
Can you blink both eyes, Chris? No, not the same time. You fucking moron. Yeah, there you go. So
Oh, see? So you
So you
probably
got-
could
you could probably
handle
do both.
either.
Oh, this is fucking weird.
That's weird.
I'm left eye.
You didn't even know till today.
Not till this
You're a left-eyed bitch.
fucking moment.
What are you, Vito?
I think I'm both. I'm not
Oh
sure.
God.
Oh, bullshit.
Ambidextrous?
Why
What
don't
would you
just-
call that for an eye?
You know what? Why don't you just use your mouth knife to bite through it? How's your fucking Mets doing, big man? How's your Mets?
12 strikeouts yesterday.
What was the final?
We lost 2-1.
Thank you.
Bunch of losers. What a bum fucking franchise.
They're back to where they belong.
Yeah, the fucking gutter. Guess what? The Yankees are looking just fine. 4-game winning streak.
Of course they are.
Feeling really good
All's
about
right
this
with the
season.
world.
They're usually looking just fine.
All right, I'm looking up on this thing, and they said Glenn Beck said that Cruz was like Moses. This
Ow.
is the nuttiest fucking election.
How? In what way? It just gets weirder and weirder.
And Cruz rejects Trump's claim of a rigged delegate process.
He's right, though.
It is weird not to let a state vote. And I'm
It's-
saying that as a
it's-
super delegate.
It's bizarre.
So when I say it, it means a lot more than when you guys say it.
Yeah, because you super mean it.
Yeah.
It super counts.
Ralphie May, I think 3 more gigs canceled on him.
Yeah.
And he has folded down to the point where not only is he apologizing, he said that he would sit outside on a stool and talk to the protesters. And he also said that he is the victim of a public school education and the media. Because, you know, for years in school, they used to tell us, fuck them Indians.
I remember that class.
Yeah.
Fuck the Indians 101.
So Ralphie taking the blame that he's an uneducated person, maybe not fit to speak on stage at
Right.
this point. Maybe with his ability not to understand what things are, he should take some time out, crack a book or two.
I think he's going to learn a lot. I really do.
Why didn't you just say it was a fucking joke? Not that I was educated to think that Indians are bad.
You should also mention I didn't mean most of the things I said in any
No.
of my jokes.
And I don't really talk black.
Seems like he's going back to school like Billy Madison.
Okay, that's perfect.
Hey, fucking Chris. Chris did something right.
You did it. You did it, Chris.
Got it. Got him.
I like
Yay, Billy. Yay for school.
it wasn't even that crass.
No.
Like it was like an actual joke. That
Yeah.
was like, fuck you, dick, come.
Fuck that dick come, right, guys? Right? Now, even when he does good, we go back to saying how dumb he is.
I remember the other times when he was so dumb.
Let's just concentrate the last minute
But,
conversation.
you know. And then he also said that in his next special, he's going to talk about all the good things he's learned about Indian. So
Right.
he'll be like, hey, any of you bitches, check out them cool Native Americans. Yeah. First of all, I think he was worried he was going to lose his job on South Park. Hey, everybody. Indians is cool. We like them in the ghetto.
Now, where were the shows that
I don't know. I guess
canceled
he's
him?
playing reservations all over the fucking West. I don't know why he's setting himself up.
Sioux City was where the shows were. Fucking Fargo.
Fargo?
Yeah, get out of there.
I'm gonna have to disagree with your racist jokes there.
He said the U.S. Marshals called him and said there was a $25,000 bounty on his head.
Man, they are broke up. You can only get together 25 G's. There hasn't been a bounty that small in fucking years. So it's Ralphie that canceled the shows. They didn't cancel on him.
Gotcha. So he said, I'm not fit for this any longer.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to be educated in the ways of the Native American.
And he also says he's going to set up a mentorship program for kids who want to get into comedy.
Yeah, here's a
Kids
list
wanna
of open mics. Go to the Interbank and just fucking put in the search open mic night. Or follow fucking Joe down underneath Gotham to whatever that small room is off from the bathroom.
Subterranean comedy.
Make sure you bring 2 people though, so I get the credit.
What happened to your stand-up career?
I haven't. I've been lacking on it lately. I've been
You
doing.
writing any new jokes?
Yeah. How does a hipster build a raft
How?
with thriftwood?
Fuck.
Good. Pretty good.
Been moonlighting as this for around Halloween. You go, yeah, I've been moonlighting. Kind of broke, so I've been moonlighting as a werewolf. Except I got kicked out of the haunted house I was working at for drinking too much Coors Light. The damn silver bullet. But I can say that in October.
Yeah, I think
That works.
I think you can do it anytime you want. That's an evergreen, my man.
Perfect.
Anything else?
That's it.
Those are your new ones?
Yeah, those are my new ones.
So the last stand-up you did was Comedy 101 at the Thanksgiving show?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last one.
All right.
I do like the idea of ending your set with, that's it.
Then he pulls his skirt up over his face because he's all shy.
Oh, I have thought of a good ending, though, where I go. Yeah, that's why I never go anywhere without my lucky rabbits. Oh, God! I have to go! And then I just run off stage.
That's fucking great.
Yeah,
That's really
right.
good.
Love it.
Yeah.
Really good.
His inspirations are really dumb people.
The Stanleys.
Oh!
Fuck
man.
you, Joey Jojo. Kiss my ass.
Farting in the booth. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, you eat those farts.
What the fuck, dude?
He's trying to fucking shit on me for it. Guess who's taking it? Right?
What? Come on, that was gross.
He brought it up.
You can't make him eat your farts. Okay? That's disgusting.
Stupid. That's so dumb. You were fucking riding so high with your Billy Madison
I know.
chunk.
Back to school.
Back to school. Did you see the picture of the 200 female comedians who all got together? Who was this taken by?
That's by Mindy Tucker.
Love her.
I adore Mindy Tucker, and it is such a great photo. So it's 200 female comedians all in the same place, and she's up on, I think, a ladder so she can get them all. It's an adorable picture.
I think she should take every picture on a ladder. That's great. Love Mindy Tucker.
Me too. Adore her.
We should have her back in sometime.
I would love to.
Maybe I'll become a photographer.
That'd be great.
I don't want to.
Oh, it sounded like you did for a second.
I can't tell whether something's well lit or not. I just assume that it is.
I can see it. It's fine to me.
Chris somehow takes fucking pictures just in straight yellow. I don't know how you do it.
It's sepia. That's what I work in.
Well, don't.
Why? Why do you do it?
I'll find a new filter.
Did you just press piss as your filter? Because he took that picture of us
film.
with Peter Wolf, and it was just fucking shit.
Oh, it stunk.
Yeah, it was
It
bad.
was one of your shabbier pictures you've ever taken.
And then didn't Peter Wolf take a picture of us
I think he did.
with his phone?
Maybe
No, he didn't. He did
He
not.
did. He had somebody take it because he's like, "Can I get a picture?"
Yeah.
And then when they say that, we're like, "Can we get a picture too?"
I like that, Peter Wolf. We're getting pictures too.
Don't fucking ever sit here and run down Peter Wolf.
I'm not
Why-
running
why
down
would
Peter
you do
Wolf.
that? You know
I
that-
would never run down Peter Wolf.
You know that
It's
that was
too
not.
late.
You know that wouldn't go over well. I can't believe you would say something like that. He's upset. No.
Yeah, I'm probably leaving.
No,
Well, it's your fault, Chris.
I apologize for what I said about Peter Wolf.
Too late.
God damn it.
Too late to be forgotten. Is I forgot 10? You put a 10 up?
You know what? I don't think they do because you add it down to cute to be plus sign equals forgotten. But
I
no,
think it should be a 10 in there.
yeah, even though
Call every child in America.
Okay.
June's going to be here before you know it.
Call children.
call
You're disgusting. You're fucking disgusting.
was that
Hey, did-
was that your go-to?
By
thing?
the way, here's great photography. I didn't mean to step on
That's
you.
okay.
Were you just going to call him dumb again?
No,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
Okay. The great, and I'm going to honestly, I know a lot of people don't think that he's great, but he had an amazing career. Phil Collins. He went back, reshot all of his album covers at him at this age. And it's fucking weirdly cool.
It's really cool. I'm gonna say it. I think it's an improvement. Like it's like some of these look cooler with a little age to them.
Well,
Like
first of all, everyone always thought he had lame album covers because they were always a close up
his face.
of his face. I'm like, that sucks. But now you're like, oh, I get it now. It makes fucking perfect sense. And he was like almost bald then, and he's got just about the same amount of hair. He just stopped at that same spot.
yeah, he's not much worse off than he was.
No.
That tiny little tuft right there.
Do you like when people do those things where they go back and take pictures of themselves like with their brother?
I really like it. I know some of those, I guess that they probably went a little overboard because they got very popular,
Yeah.
but I will always sit and click through collections of those. I think they're so cute.
But it's also kind of sad.
It is sad because then you're like, what has happened in between those things?
But where's the life in your eyes? Although with Phil Collins, you just see a guy who became ridiculously wealthy for almost no reason. I mean, other than In the Air Tonight, is there a Phil Collins song that you're like, oh, I love that song?
What's the, how can I just let you walk away? What's that one?
Oh, Without a Trace or something like that. It was from that movie.
Yeah, it's the name of the movie, so we
Yeah.
should have it in our minds, but it is
Against all odds.
Against
Yeah, that's
All
it.
Odds.
The Against All Odds song.
That song is
I
good.
don't think I love it.
I love it.
Chris, what about for you?
Sister Studio.
You're just being a dick now.
No, I
dude.
do.
Can we
making
have a
that up.
fucking
I
conversation?
don't know Phil Collins very well.
Then why don't you just say that instead of Studio, which is known to be one of the dumbest songs
You
of
just
all
know
time.
it is a song by Phil Collins.
I like it when it's American Psycho.
We're talking to Phil Collins's people.
But then again, aren't we all? It's a
Why
good
not
song.
that one? Play the other one, man. Play the fucking In the Air Tonight that Mike Tyson made so fucking famous.
He did make
I'm
it
going to check
famous
with
for some
Joey.
reason.
What do you think, Joe?
I'm going to take the higher ground than Chris and say that I'm not familiar with Phil Collins enough.
Thank you.
Motherfucker.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He was a guy that just had 95 fucking hits in the 80s, and that's it. There was something about if you had one hit in the 80s, they'd give you 15 more.
Song's
This is a
really
fucking good song.
It's a really good song.
I'll fucking fight to the death for this song.
Fight to the death!
Don't give up, boys! They're fucking coming over the hill! They're after on the air tonight! I know some comic that did Can You Smell It in the Air Tonight, Bayonne.
Bayonne.
It was oddly funny. It was oddly funny, and he made a whole big fucking thing out of it.
It actually is pretty funny.
I know. People
It
just
seems like a JoJo.
people just stared at him. People just fucking stared at him.
That makes it funnier because if it would have killed, you'd have been like,
Yeah.
it was okay, I
Yeah.
guess. But because no one was laughing.
You're like, they're crazy. This is fucking great. All right, here's what annoys me now. And this is another Joey Jojo fucking story. Once again, they have synced up Dark Side of the Moon with yet another thing. It's Wizard of Oz or nothing at all.
Yeah.
What do you got? Don't say yeah, Tommy. You got one. You're on the
Yeah.
other side of this.
I'm pretty excited about this.
Come on,
They've
man.
now figured out-
I'm not going to use you if you can't be a fucking person.
Okay. The Force Awakens syncs up with Dark Side of the Moon.
First of all, that goes to show how fake it is. Because the initial thing with Wizard of Oz is people were like, oh my God, they must have been watching Wizard of Oz.
Right, they thought
And
they
the thing-
did it on purpose.
But there's no way that a 1972 thing could sync up with something that came out last year.
It's pretty accurate, if I can say. I was
Can't
watching
be accurate.
The beginning scene syncs up perfectly. Just if you watch, yeah.
I think this just syncs up with everything.
I mean,
You're just seeing it because you want to see it.
yeah, you're putting your own thing to it.
Wait, this is, which one is the Force Awakens? Is that
The
new one?
latest.
The
The
new-
latest.
The
Well, how
one-
did people even get it? I thought it wasn't out yet.
Oh, they released it already.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I think even maybe just this last weekend.
Yeah, on Blu-ray.
Oh, I just realized I don't even fucking pay attention until something's released on demand.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention to Netflix. I have to find out about that after the fact.
I've been watching a lot of Netflix.
Keep doing it.
This doesn't sync up for shit.
I did a little bit, but
No, there's actually people talking. Here's the thing. When you're fucking high, everything fucking seems like it
did you
makes
watch
sense.
this when you were high, Joe?
Smoked one down.
In college, some kid tried to convince me that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 synced up with this song.
Yeah, see?
It's
That's fucking college for you, okay?
Secret of the Ooze.
That's what you learned.
This doesn't sync up at all.
No, it doesn't. He's fucking just seeing what he wants to.
It's just, look, there are people speaking through this whole thing.
It gets there. Just give it some time.
No, that doesn't mean it's sync. If we have to give it some time, it did not sync up. By the way, the word always was that Kubrick wanted to use Pink Floyd for 2001.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then it didn't work out for whatever reason. But I don't even know if that's true. I can't fucking trust the internet anymore.
They lie so much.
They lie their asses off.
They also wanted to use Pink Floyd for the Dune movie, but they didn't grab him.
Fun
Did
fact.
you watch this fucking show Togetherness? It's on like HBO or Showtime.
No.
An entire full season plot was these two fucking nerds trying to make a Dune on stage.
Oh, man.
And it was finally their fucking friends and family had to say, this is the dumbest fucking thing. And all I could think of is Stanley the whole time I'm watching it.
Love Dune.
Yeah,
I know.
you
I
do.
know it's a bad movie, but I love it.
But you read the book first?
No, I saw the movie first as a kid, then read the book, and then last year I watched a documentary called Jodorowsky's Dune, which is amazing, about the original Dune that was supposed to happen, then it got shit canned because the budget.
The original
was too
Dune before the book?
crazy. Before the David Lynch movie,
Then why are you calling it a fucking original? If it's
the first
book's the
adaptation.
original. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
And I think it was also Joe's story today about the In-N-Out Burger not wanting this model to act like she's in an In-N-Out Burger commercial.
Yeah, this model, her name's Abigail Ratchford, and she is probably the Instagram model of all the ones. So if like Jen Selter's a fitness model, she's just like a model, glamour model, over 4 million followers. But she made this In-N-Out video of her frolicking in In-N-Out food, and the company is very Christian, so they feel like this is tarnishing their image.
Is
Okay,
it
so-
In-N-Out the one who does all the fucking racy commercials?
That's
Hardee's.
That's not Hardee's.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's
Thank
Jr.
you, Vito. And you know what? Clear your throat before you come in the morning. He's like, we're 40 minutes into the show. And he's like, that's Carlos Jr. Like, he just fucking woke up.
Did you take a nap in between the last time we talked?
I need my team to fucking clear their throats. That's not a lot to ask. Joe just he just went and did it clear. Yeah. I think when I tried to bring him into the conversation twice today. So In-N-Out wants no fucking... Look, if they're so Christian and they're not into sex, why do they call themselves the In-N-Out? You know? A little bit of the old In-N-Out.
The old In-N-Out. So then the idea is that they paid her to do this, and then this is what she did with it?
No.
She just on her own decided she was doing this. Fucking food porn. I mean, let's face it. I mean, you think acting like she's a great model. She just got super huge tits.
She's got tits. And she's bronzed up.
Yeah.
Instagram models are a dime a dozen. I mean, it seems like it's nothing but Instagram.
Dime a dozen, eh?
They really are. There's just nothing but Instagram models. It's fucking annoying.
That's what we just established. Instagram, your point is Instagram models are nothing but Instagram models.
She's got
4 million
4
followers.
million followers.
Great.
Yes. That's a lot of followers.
For those tits alone. That's what she got them for. Now why do you, because I know you love Seltzer.
Yeah, Seltzer's great.
Seltzer.
She's OG.
I do that
I
sometimes.
always want to say Seltzer. You love her. Why do you value? You're in love with Jen Seltzer. Why do you like her better than old Tits McGee
Tits
over
McGee
here?
seems more generic, whereas Seltzer has that ass.
First of all, Seltzer clearly has just an ass. Yeah. We all know what people call her. They give her the old butterface.
They're rough. They're rough on her. All right, so here's some of the tweets being sent to us. This from Drew. Can't stand P. Collins.
You're familiar with him.
If he's played on the office radio, I'd turn it off for 3 minutes. I've done the same now. Poor P. Collins. Ethan writes, I thought these so-called progressives were against hate speech. I guess it's only convenient for them. Who are the so-called progressives?
Us?
Was it us or the fucking people who were against the hate speech that... Which, by the way, I don't think that Ralphie did hate speech. I just,
He did a joke that didn't land.
Didn't land.
That's what he did.
Killian Boy wants us to know that Phil Collins played drum on Brian Eno's Another Green World. Thanks, Fexy.
It's a pretty good fact.
You guys should be friends, Chris.
Mindy Tucker liked our tweet.
Well, we like Mindy Tucker, so it makes sense.
Garth, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ronnie, have you seen where David Gilmour's going to go back to Pompeii 45 years after the first Live at Pompeii?
Yeah, I don't get it. You should go back as Pink Floyd. Doesn't mean anything to me. Sorry, Dave.
Sorry.
I need a complete Pink Floyd.
Or else it doesn't count to you.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I'm not like one of these Journey guys. I keep looking around. I bet Gwenny didn't come out this way.
Damn it.
Well, she's doing a full hour over there. Can you see?
I'm having Kashmir check right now.
Well, you can see right in their studio from there.
No.
The banners up blocking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they did
Shit.
that.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Probably tired of you guys clocking them all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Secrets.
You weren't saying it. I said it. Stop trying to be so fucking agreeable. We should do a thing where we fine him for just immediately becoming agreeable.
Like,
I'm down with that.
Like a swear jar?
Yeah, at one point today, just be a contrarian. Doesn't matter where,
Okay.
but be a contrarian. Come
All
up
right.
with your own fucking thought.
I can do
All
that.
right, like a person.
yeah.
All right.
What's the story?
No yo, no
Kashmir?
subs. Cash.
She is there and looks so much beautiful on her profile. It is gorgeous.
Mm.
You gotta see.
I'm going to check it out.
She's really like literally radiating. It's
We do got a break.
right. Breaking
Point.
We got a break now.
Yeah.
When we get back to, this is great. news for everybody. The handsome Vault is coming in today.
So beautiful. Beautiful man.
Who doesn't love Joe Mackey? And he's, as always, and he's so fucking loyal. He's bringing Sam Morril with him.
Yay!
Yeah. Together again.
We said before, no Sam Morril on the show, and Mackey said, hey, you don't want the Morril, you don't get the Mackey. And we folded. Sam Morril says, I'll be on the Bennington show with the incorrigible Joe Mackey at 2 p.m. Andrew said, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, depending on the region. It's the same thing. Ugh.
It's odd.
Hardee's is fucking awful.
I've never been. Or to a Carl's Jr.
I've never been to a Hardee's. Or an Arby's, for that matter.
No one's an Arby's
But
once.
Spider said, Kubrick wanted to use Pink Floyd for 2001, but he couldn't get them to sync up with the movie. That's the kind of fucking jokes Chris is known for now. Actual jokes. All right, we break. We'll be back. Bennington. We got to put up a picture of Gail, Chris, and Kashmir. They all picked today to wear their Fonzie jackets.
It's Leather Daddy Day.
Guess
As
what?
I got caught saying in the hallway, by the way. I saw Kashmir in the hallway and didn't realize there were people around, and then I was like, look at us, we're both leather daddies today.
Send Kashmir in.
Kashmir!
Oh, Kashmir, darling. I want to find out what the social implications are of everybody wearing leather on the same day. Matter of fact, I don't ever remember any of you three wearing leather, and now you've all got it together.
First of all, I wear leather a lot. Chris, very rarely do I
I've never seen him in leather.
I wear leather a lot.
But what is this? Is this considered a social faux pas or a new cool trend?
I think we're starting something new here. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like we're on the edge of something.
They walked by. I bet she went the other way. But we did get a chance
did
to
see
see
her.
Gwenny.
Right.
We all loved her.
Her hair is so shiny. It's so shiny. Like glistened.
I know. I don't know why people got around to hating her. Chris says that it's because of the website, but
I think it was before that. Like
she was
she
taking
said some.
heat for that.
I think she said some things. I don't know. I feel like she had.
They jump on everything.
Yeah, they always make fun. They always think her quotes are very elitist or she's extreme. And I'm like, well, she's a rich movie star, so she's gonna
Right,
say
married to a rock star.
A rock star, yeah.
And I think maybe people started to get upset with her once she married Coldplay because she started to talk a little British. Remember when Madonna got in trouble for
when
that?
you move there, you
I know.
can't help it.
I know, and you're hearing him. So I think she was picking up British phrases. I kind of remember people being like, "Oh God, now she's saying the apples and pears or whatever."
I think that people got mad at her just the other day for saying that she steams her vagina, and I think it's something
Oh yeah,
that should be done.
if you have a vagina, you gotta steam it.
Get the camera, put the three leather daddies up against the wall,
I'm a leather daddy.
and we're
today.
gonna.
Are we
tweet
doing
that
shades
out.
or no shades?
Yeah, you gotta do shades. You need shades?
My shades are in there.
All right, go get.
Go get shades. Well, we will wait for you.
Yeah, we'll wait for you.
I can't wait for this leather daddy photo shoot.
Yeah.
Because
It
you're finally like,
Mindy Tucker's
maybe this
taking
is
it.
your new group. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
know that you-
T-Birds.
Okay.
Oh my God, the T-Birds! That's us.
I'm down.
Look at him running back with his shades.
We're
He's so
gonna
excited.
rule the school. All right, I'm very excited about that.
Now, one quick question. You guys want Vito in his hoodie in this or no?
No, thank you. Not leathery enough.
It's like a cool hoodie though. You got to do the Fonzie thumbs up, Chris. Vito, how long does it take you to
I
fucking?
take a bunch so we can look through them.
I know, but we're on the
How
air
did
here.
it look, though? Like, don't put a bad one out.
Yeah.
Like, make sure
Yeah,
it's
let her
filtered.
look. Let her look.
Let me look. There, that one's good. This one? We
Yeah.
like it.
All right,
They're
get that
all
up on. Let me know when that's up on the Bennington Show Twitter. We tweet now. That's our thing, but
We
only
tweet.
3 hours a day.
We tweet, we tweet, and tweet, and tweet.
People were asking me the other day about tweeting, and I'm like, I'm not going to keep tweeting all the time. They go, but you got that tweet. Why don't you use it? I go, I do use it during the show.
Yeah.
And off the show, I'm doing other things. I'm helping the poor, probably, or something like that.
You like your privacy. And I say that
do.
because I'm dating Coldplay. That's how I pronounce it now.
You know, I think there's probably 3 dudes in Coldplay who are single. You know,
Really?
I'm sure they don't get the lion's share of the money, but they're doing okay.
I bet they're doing very well
They
for
were at the
themselves.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Don't they have a cute little drummer? I feel like they have a cute little drummer.
I couldn't pick the guy out of a fucking lineup.
Yeah, anyone else in Coldplay walked in here would be like, what's up, dude?
Tight jeans and a white shirt. I feel like that's just what they're all wearing.
Yeah, it's Will Champion. He's hot.
That guy looks like
Oh, he looks really
Can I
friendly.
tell you?
You said it already.
Can I tell you? He's like one of those guys who you turn him upside down, he'd still have a face.
He looks friendly. Maybe I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, metal
cute.
shavings. That should be his fucking nickname.
Such a friendly guy.
What else are we working with in that band?
You're not dating anybody from Coldplay. It's fucking useless once you get away from Frank
what's
Coldplay,
up, girl?
the lead
What's that on
singer.
the left?
He's got an earring.
Oh, like a interesting, maybe like an eyebrow scar? That's really
He
in
doesn't
now.
have an earring. That's
Hey,
like,
what's up? What's that? Hey, Tammy! Hey! Hey, Tammy! Tammy, call him back! T-Bone! T-Bone! So what's up, eh? Hey, Tammy! Tammy, you changed! What happened with you? You used to be so cool. What do you mean? I am cool. No! Tammy! Tammy! Oh, there she goes.
Bye, Tammy.
Bye, Tammy. Oh, Tammy, well, you came and you gave without taking. You hung up on me, oh, Tammy. We get that picture up yet?
Waiting on it.
Waiting on it. What are we going to do about his throat?
wrong?
We're going to run a fucking tube down his
You need to go to ear, nose, and throat.
No, it's,
ENT?
when I drink coffee, my throat gets a little.
You know what? If you don't go to fucking, then don't drink coffee, dude. You're
I
in
don't
radio.
think. I don't think that
You're in radio.
I don't think that's true. I don't see you drinking coffee.
If you don't go to fucking ear, nose, and throat, you got to go to dick, asshole, and balls.
you pick.
You got a dab.
All right, look at that.
That's beautiful.
That is great. That is just great.
T-birds.
3 little leather daddies all in a row. Take your pick. They're all up for grabs.
What exactly is a leather daddy? I got to get some fucking. What would that?
Cashmere?
It's like an older gentleman, I guess, or just a scruffier guy.
But an S&M guy?
Yeah, they usually
Yeah,
tend
they
to
like
be.
an-
Oh, I didn't know what that was. A leather daddy.
The picture's up.
Why, you could never be an S&M guy?
Is that like with dudes?
That's just.
What doesn't
it's just,
matter who's it with? Don't be like fucking 1950s.
It's about the experience for
knucklehead.
S&M.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, do you see yourself as a dom or a sub?
Dom.
Really? Because I see you play the sub on the air every fucking day.
You're a total sub.
You
Why
are.
even deny it?
Yeah.
They call me Dom and Nick.
What?
Who does? Those fucking friends of yours? Fucking Zito and that crew?
They're disappointed I didn't join this kickball team in the end.
I know. I fucking got that from Handsome Johnny.
Sorry, boys. This little daddy's not on the table.
Wow.
Oh,
Fucking
right.
pull that. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't.
All right.
Although he doesn't want to be called daddy, he wants to be called father.
So much hotter.
Ew. Father? Yes, son.
Oh,
No.
Locked in leather. You don't even know the song she's doing? You just immediately took it to porn?
Yeah.
Now, did you guys see that Stephen Stephen Hawking has made an announcement that he's going to be sending these probes out.
How are you going to do that, Steve? You can't even fucking move your arms.
Come on, Steve. He's not doing it with his hands. He's not chucking them out. Go forth to the stars.
What's he doing then?
So he's got these little...
putting his name on it?
He's got these micro probes.
What do you mean micro?
They're they're like small. They're tiny probes. They're not a big spaceship. It's going to be small little things that are going to collect data, and they're going to be filled with sensors and cameras and all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
And he's going to, I keep saying he's the only one. The plan is to send these out into space. They're going to get energy from sunlight.
Yeah.
And they're going to move to our nearest star, which is 4 light years away. Hundreds of trillions of miles away.
Yeah.
And he thinks that he can get these probes to that solar system in 20 years.
How fucking fast are they going?
They're going super, super fast because they're made of this lightweight material.
And then the sun pushes them through.
Yes, and there's going to be beams.
They're sending signals back to us.
They're going to send signals back to us. And there's going to be beams from these satellites that are on Earth that will help propel them with the energy that they're receiving. Like that's what's going to control them. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm looking at this now. It's going to take them 3 days to get to Pluto. 3 fucking days.
It's insane.
That's amazing.
So there's not a launch date. It's a plan. But they're like, if we can get this going, we can get there get information to this star.
I'm in, and I'll give money for one thing.
What's that?
Put a little nuke on it so the other fucking planets, if there is anybody there, they fucking understand we mean business.
I mean, there is always the concern when we send something out that you're like, you're leading them back to us.
I'm always terrified of anything involving space. Like that's why I'm like, oh, they're getting rays back to us. What if the rays get like gammified or some word I don't know? And then,
they could get gammified.
Right?
You're right about that.
And neutroned?
The only people I know who got gammified was P-Funk. No one else.
But the fear to me is if we had aliens come on Earth, okay? They'd come to Earth. What do you think would be the most embarrassing thing that we would have to explain about our life on this planet?
Well, I think that, first of all, there's going to be a lot of embarrassing things. Mm-hmm. I mean, most of our TV shows alone.
Sure.
They're going to say, you're laughing at this? But I think, did you ever... feed ducks or something, and how you feel sorry for the ducks that aren't getting enough food.
Yeah.
They're going to look at us the way I look at the other greedy fucking pushing ducks. I'm like, that's enough bread for you. Let the other ducks have some, right? I'm always pissed. So they're going to go, why would you let anybody go hungry? I think that's going to be their number one thing.
They could just be shocked by the idea of individuality at all. I mean, if they're smart enough to reach us, you've got to think that they can work in a way that they're using their own super brain. You know what I mean?
You think that groupthink is better than individuals? That's interesting. I mean, I don't see that as evolution, but
it could be. I think that that's a possibility. So you're
going to be fucking embarrassed that we all have individual thought.
Could be the thing that's weird.
I'd be way more weirded out that we still have war. You know what I mean? Because no advanced civilization should war.
Here's the one in particular, I think. The one that would be really hard to describe, to explain, is religious war. They're so we think this thing that we're not 100% sure on, but they think a different thing that they're not 100% sure on. And we want to kill each other for that. Specifically religious holy wars, but would be hard to explain.
No matter what kind of war, because you never be watching Star Trek and they go, oh shit, did you hear? There's war back on Earth. We're fighting with each other. That doesn't even come up. The whole point is working together, which is, I guess, a form of groupthink, the way you were thinking. All right, so the number one things we're going to be ashamed of is that we still have wars, some people starve, and Chris Stanley. Those are the three.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Hide under a fucking kiddie pool until they leave.
It's cops?
Just that clip of you saying that you'd choose Spoon alone.
Well, you don't
would
play
be
that
enough for them to destroy us.
You don't play that for them.
They know everything, Chris.
Oh,
They're
shit.
fucking aliens.
Yes. They're probably listening right now.
You think?
People are commenting.
We're out
on,
in space right now.
This is
Our
space-
voices.
This is space radio.
it does. We're in satellites, dude.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know why you think that's like a nutty thought.
But that's where, like, they're going to hear us probably first. This program is going to be the first impression of Earth.
What are you going to be embarrassed about, Chris?
I feel like just describing the way we go to the bathroom will be embarrassing. Or it's just weird. Like, so this is how we get waste out of ourselves. Whereas they probably just secrete something.
You, seriously. First of all, we have no idea that. There's nothing out there that doesn't shit that we know of. It's a lot.
I'll tell you this. This guy is obsessed with duty. I mean, he is obsessed.
His mom caught him splashing in it when he was a child. Called him a bad boy.
Oh, that's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I guess there's going to be plenty to be fun. I mean, alone, I think the cars got worse. I think they're going to say, you used to drive muscle cars? Now you're in these fucking cheesy things?
The same.
I feel it'll also be weird too because they'll come down and see how so much of our world is like falling apart. We're war and hungry. We're like, but we just care about what's on this computer. But online, I'm great. And then they're just gonna be like, why do you care about this man-made thing when that doesn't like satisfy you?
Why do you care? Your planet is so beautiful.
There is a can.
Yeah, you tease Tammy.
How are you going to explain retweets to them?
Oh, come
Dude,
on.
do you know how
That's
long
not...
they'd be here before someone brings up a fucking retweet?
But
by the
Social
way-
media in general.
Are you looking at Twitter and that's where you came up with your idea? And what about
Pens.
cups of water?
And pens. Like, we need a pen to write. Instead of writing with your own secretions.
Ew.
You're fucking embarrassing of the fact that you shit so much.
It happens a lot.
I know it does, buddy. I know.
I think maybe clothing that is not functional will be difficult to explain. I think bras. Bras are going to be a weird one because we're like, we make women wear them. So, no reason. Like, so we don't see the nipples.
I never made a woman wear a bra. Women choose to wear bras.
Society does.
We have not gotten away
No,
from Adam Sandler
we've
today.
been all Billy Madison all day.
But I couldn't help him. I couldn't get the water to him. I was just a baby.
I was just a little baby in my mommy's tummy.
Vito, why don't you hawk up a loogie and then tell us
Clear first.
what you think these aliens are going to be embarrassed about.
I would feel really weird telling them about sports because I'd be like, yeah, so we pay all of our money to go watch these millionaires play a game that we used to really like to play inside of these big arenas. And we root for them and we get really mad when certain teams win and certain teams lose.
He can't get away from the Mets.
He's,
that all you have?
he's
Fucking
never not thinking.
unbearable with his Met thinking.
He's in a Met net. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Met.
That's the most
You're a
embarrassing thing. That might be true, actually.
Yeah, it is. Rusty Staub.
He's got a
Let's just
point.
say that. That's what we're embarrassed about. Rusty Staub. Joey, what about for you?
I'm just gonna go dimensions. I feel like if they have the means to travel, they have discovered other dimensions, and the fact that we can only see 3 of them, they'd be like, "Oh my god, you guys don't even know about the 6th dimension yet." That will blow your fucking
I'm not
mind.
going to be embarrassed.
Yes,
I would. I'm not ashamed of my own physical
Look,
limitations.
we went from fucking digging in the dirt, right, to fucking landing on the moon in about, what'd you say, 5,000 fucking years? That's pretty goddamn good. You know? I'm not going to be embarrassed about our lack of dimensions. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's not.
yeah.
He can't control that.
Kiss my ass.
We're sending fucking space probes out by a guy who fucking talks through a speaking spell. So you didn't tell me we're not an advanced fucking thing too?
What? Fuck them. If they're going to judge us,
No, fuck
we're
yeah.
shooting back.
Yeah.
We'll shoot first.
Yeah.
Fucking light up
Oh,
that
I'm
fuck-
shooting first no matter what.
Probably.
I'm going to get at least one of those fuckers. I'm going to go down fucking shooting. I hate an alien. I don't fucking like any parts of it. I think if they come here, all they'd want to do is eat us. I can't imagine any other fucking reason.
I think most people are not going to like him. Well, first of all, racist won't. Because they already don't like different looking humans.
So that's
Other
Chris.
types of aliens, yeah.
So you're Chris Stanleys of the world.
Them green bastards. Them green bastards. Look at them.
We didn't have no greenies around.
All we were doing was wearing a leather jacket.
That's not my heritage.
Now these green bastards want to come down here with their lizard faces. What about human faces? That's what I have. Fucking dumb fuck. Don't speak for us, Chris. Stay away from the aliens.
Your mouth shut.
Seriously, the lizard faces make me sick.
No, I don't blame you there. They're fucking swimming in the river like that lizard we saw the other day.
Oh, God.
People were actually writing back to us, tweeting back, what the fuck? It's a lizard. Why are you making a big deal?
No, that's no lizard.
It literally was.
Exactly.
It literally was.
Hence the name.
It's something else.
What is it then?
It's some sort of a giant hybrid lizard monster.
Hybrid with a monster?
Lizard monster.
Ryan in Florida.
Hey, I'd be embarrassed to tell the aliens about the fact that we put dogs in strollers and walk around with them.
Why not babies in strollers, too?
Yeah.
Well, babies can't walk.
Neither can dogs.
That's what you didn't think about.
No.
No, he said. No, that's.
Nope.
That's definitely not it. I think we're better off not even talking, just fucking shooting. It's going to happen anyway, as soon as they get to know us.
I know I don't want Chris talking.
Why not?
During the meeting of the species, please just do not speak up.
He embarrasses me in front of birds. if I'm fucking talking to him and a pigeon lands, I just walk away so that fucking pigeon can't
What's
hear.
that?
Look at that. Just came out of the sky.
Gwenny, there she
There
goes.
she
Oh, my
goes.
God.
Oh, shit.
What's she doing?
Nice butt.
Wow.
Nice butt.
And rocks a white blazer.
Yeah.
That's a skill. That's not something
It's not
I'd be embarrassed
easy?
to tell aliens about. No. It's like a 1 percentile in the world.
I did not know that.
Oh, well, I can't pull it off.
I get ice cream from a guy who's got a white blazer.
Is it goop? It's made from cashews then, but it's probably really good.
Yeah, she was yanking her coat up, and we got to see the full body. She looks fantastic.
Perfect. It's perfect timing.
You don't like her?
I go back and forth.
Just by what other people are saying?
No.
Just
Like,
whoever's
I
in the
got-
room.
Mind.
I didn't like her, but then I ended up liking her in Iron Man. Like, I liked her as his sidekick.
Sidekick? That's his wife.
Eventually became his wife. At first, in the first one, they were just coworkers. They didn't realize they loved each other.
Sidekick. Hey, Ben Affleck is going to get his own Batman movie. It's going to be great. And they've already picked a Robin, Matt Damon. So
What?
Yeah, it's going to be
I thought
fantastic.
it was a little old for Robin, though.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. I didn't say it wasn't going to be weird.
It's a great new direction for the franchise.
Now he can really do it the right way, the way he wanted to.
Yeah,
do it.
without Soup being around all the time, fucking it up.
Stupid jerk.
Brad and Telehooch.
Hey guys, I feel like aliens would not understand the concept of two people in character in professional wrestling.
So you're saying tag teams would be something we should be embarrassed about? Scott in Detroit.
Hi, I was going to say Hillary Clinton and her space outfits.
Yeah, the fact that she's already dressed like them may help us quite a bit.
I think she's going to fit right in.
She might already be one.
And the way she talks like she's just learning English.
I'm the empress of this.
I will go out of my way to find out that you'll have more launch pads. I actually was reading a thing that does make sense, that if we ever do get any kind of alien space stuff here, it'll be more likely to be a probe. It's not going to be beings. They're going to send probes out like we do. Like me, Stephen Hawking, 2 other billionaires do.
You're part of all that?
Yeah, I'm fucking in tight. Is that something I should be embarrassed about, Kickball?
No, definitely not.
I don't fucking make fun of you and your top 40 friends.
Do a little bit, but
Yeah, I guess I do. But you know what? It's to tough them up. I'm not going to be here forever.
it's for your own good, Chris.
Yeah, Christopher.
Thank you.
Christopher.
Holy shit, Gwenny's coming back.
What?
What?
Hey, Sal, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ron, what's up?
Hey.
You don't think it would be kind of embarrassing to try to explain to the aliens how we constantly develop things to try to kill ourselves every day, from pollution to nuclear bombs to everything, plastic, anything, nothing's biodegradable. I think that would be like the most embarrassing thing. If we kill our planet, our own environment that we need to live in, we're killing.
It's hard to believe, but, he's kind of right. You think that any advanced society, that's all they would be thinking about.
Yeah, it's like we're just cutting our own air hose at all times.
It's unbelievable. You think we would be freaked out about it?
Nope, not concerned.
There is such a thin layer of breathable stuff in the known universe. We don't know another place, and it is a thin layer. Like, you go up, a couple miles, and you can't fucking breathe up there. That's it.
We got this one little sweet spot.
Yeah, that little place. We're just laying on our backs, just trying to fucking breathe the best we can. I am claustrophobic. I got to get off this fucking rock.
Space is getting closer.
Send me out with tiny probes. All right, there's a lot for humans to be embarrassed about when the aliens get here. Ryan.
Hey, Ron. My idea was a professional impressionist. We pay to watch somebody pretend to do a voice like somebody else that we know.
All right, even though I'll clap, I am kind of embarrassed now.
This is funny to us. It's hard to explain.
Even though we get to hear John Madden, we don't get to hear him say funny things like this guy. So it's good to us. Where are you guys going? Come back. There's other stuff we have here.
There's retweets, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bring up retweets.
Don't know our secrets.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
No, we will definitely be embarrassed by the craziness of social media.
BJ says, I would be embarrassed to explain to the aliens our need to get bread and milk every time it snows. How do we explain Corey Feldman to the aliens?
Easily.
With pride.
He's a talent.
We'll tell them that we used to have 2 Corys.
Yeah, and they were both great. And now we have 1.
This one just says num 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 # sick fuck.
Wonder who the sick fuck is.
Pepper's missing his GIMP mask.
I'm not a GIMP.
Bring out the GIMP.
Piss filter. Yeah, because it wasn't with Chris's phone.
By the way, Stephen Knight put up this picture of us 3 leather daddies.
Oh, that is a nice picture.
The Bluths. It's so us.
Lou, what's up? What are you embarrassed to tell the aliens about?
How we play golf, or try to even explain the game of golf.
Specifically
you hit
golf.
the ball, you go chase it. Then you hit the ball again, and you go chase it. So.
Yeah, but also it goes into a little hole. I don't think that we have to be embarrassed of sport. That's like being embarrassed of art. Sport is part of culture. It's nothing to be humiliated. Now, is it humiliating to face paint and go there and fucking bark like dogs? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
we don't have to show them that. But you don't have a society without sport, just like you don't have a society without music.
But I do know that it's difficult to explain where you get pleasure or find something fun to somebody who doesn't understand it. I had this experience. I had injured myself in a sledding accident, and I had to go to the hospital because I fucked my thumb up really bad. And the doctor, she was from India, so I'm explaining to her what I did, and I was like, I'm sledding, and then she was like, well, what kind of sport is this? And I'm like, it's not really a sport, it's just a thing we were doing. And I told her, you get on the sled, you go on the top of the hill, and then you go down the hill because there's snow. And then she's like, yeah, but then you have to climb up a hill again. And I'm like, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with her? Who hasn't heard of sledding?
Never heard.
I guess she kind of knew it in a little bit. She wasn't like, I've never heard of a sled. But then she didn't understand, why somebody would be doing it for fun. Over and over as a repeated thing.
Did you tell her that you couldn't understand why someone would pray to an elephant with 8 fucking legs?
Yeah, I did say that. And she actually, she kicked me out of the hospital. I was out on the street.
Damn it.
Bleeding. Yeah, but it was very difficult to explain, because it's fun. And We like the way it feels. And then she was kind of like, it's a children's sport? And I was like, yeah, predominantly.
Don't worry about it. My fucking thumb is cut.
Yeah.
That's all you got to worry about.
You need to focus on that.
I mean, you have people coming in there with fucking army men up their assholes. You know,
Yeah,
who's to
people
say?
like Chris.
Yeah. What?
I'm looking, if I looked at this picture the first time, right? I would expect that Kashmir and Gail were tougher than Chris.
And you would expect,
you
right.
are not giving off a gang fucking leather thing at all.
Well, I was just giving out, fun, like fighting a.
And by the way, your farmer shirt drops everything from being fucking 50s cool.
They had plaid back then.
Yeah, they had it. Did they wear it?
I'm sure they did.
Oh, yeah, there's Fonzie in his plaid fucking outfit.
I can't make fun of you because I also am wearing plaid and leather.
Plaid and leather.
Leather.
Here is Elliot. Elliot.
Hey guys, Mighty Horse rocks a fat ass.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, I laugh at saying this because it was funny when I told the screener. Animated porn. I don't know how I would.
Chris Stanley would have to handle that one for you. He is a tentacle porn guy.
We'll bring over one of our experts.
So there's these demons with tentacles, and then they fill every orifice of these animated women, and people masturbate to this. Aliens.
You can also put on a virtual reality goggles and experience it firsthand.
Tom Sharpling just tweeted to us that aliens will destroy the Earth after hearing high society radio.
What's Sharpling's fucking problem with me? They're going to destroy the Earth no matter what.
Hey, I'm going to guess Vo in New Orleans.
Yes, sir. I think what would be embarrassing was for the aliens come down and see neighborhoods where we walk behind the dog and pick up the crap with a plastic bag after the dog craps on the ground.
All right, Bo. Your name is Bo? Are you going to be embarrassing to tell the aliens that you ripped off a fucking Seinfeld joke that is known by every human being?
No, I did. I would. I mean, they're not going to be embarrassed about Seinfeld. They're going to like that.
No, you just stole his joke, and everybody knows it.
We all know it.
Yeah.
Everyone knew.
Yeah. Like, if you're going to steal a joke.
I was mentioning something. I wasn't trying to make a joke. That's not my job to make them laugh. That's yours.
No, here's the thing, though. You just did Seinfeld's line. Flat out.
It's still embarrassing. Well, no matter whose line it is, it's embarrassing.
Shit.
What if the aliens don't know about Seinfeld? They won't know it took their line.
No, the aliens will say, we got Seinfeld reruns. Said here. Why would Bo try to do it? If you're going to steal a joke, steal from some guy in New Orleans we don't know. Some fucking bartender or something.
Hey, I wasn't trying to make a joke. I just say it would be embarrassing.
Yeah. All right, Bo. You know, it's got to be amazing when you even get busted with something and you're just like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about picking up dogs.
I'm making the point here.
It's still a good point, even though it's not my own original thought.
You took one of his most famous fucking jokes.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Everybody but Chris.
I thought that was a Bo original. I was like, wow,
Not true.
damn, Bo.
You must have known.
100% true. You're onto something, Bo.
Bo knows.
Coach just said it would be embarrassing to explain Chris Stanley saying, hi, aliens. Especially since that's not his. He ripped that off from Fez.
I ripped off hi robots from Fez?
Yes.
When did he say hi robots?
He says hi to whoever he's fucking talking to.
I was just greeting a couple of robots in the lobby.
And then the way you say goodbye, that's his bit.
I'm just trying
like when he goes, bye, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
That's Fez?
Bye, Jeffrey.
There was a thing where when we were at NEW, if I would go like this, hey, Tom's on line 7, and Fez would go, hi, Tom. Exactly like that. Until finally it's like, look, they're busting our balls about too much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for being weird, but we can't get our balls busted constantly.
Defenses are down.
Yeah. We got Ant listening, and he's going to fucking do impressions of us. Brendan in Atlanta.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm thinking about weddings. On one side of the world, the parents, organize the wedding and, make sure their kids haven't even met. And then on the other side of the world, the bride and groom have to have 20 people next to them in a fucking Instagram hashtag and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and the 50% chance that it ain't going to work out. So, how would we explain that?
Drop the mic, dude. You're out of here. I haven't been to a $200,000 wedding. I'm sure they're out there. You know, I want to get something else besides fucking Capon if there is a $200,000 wedding.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to a very, I don't know how much it was, but it was clearly a very expensive wedding. I don't know if it's $200,000.
I'd be embarrassed if it was.
What could you even spend that on? That would be worth it. $200,000 on a wedding.
Food, drinks, party, entertainment,
party, dance, music, love.
Coldplay's on fucking stage.
Costume, pyrotechnics.
There was a whole show about these fucking very expensive weddings on the MTV.
The mashed potato bar alone.
Yeah. We had a kid working with us who was obsessed with his mashed potato bar. He's like, it comes in a fucking champagne glass. Just mashed potatoes in the champagne glass. Just go up, stuff it into the fucking potatoes and eat it.
Long Island trash.
That was a fucking Long Island kid who had never been 6 fucking miles from his house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he come from here trying to use those fucking rules like they were normal.
Yeah, like, this is how people do.
Like one time we saw a color guy. Me and my friends all jumped him. I'm like, what are you talking about? Skipper, what would you be embarrassed to tell the aliens about?
There would only be one thing, man, and it's got to be line dancing.
Yeah, line dancing would be it.
Wouldn't maybe just dance in general? Just like we hear the music and it tickles us, so we have to move.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Nothing is stranger than jerking your body around to music. And then while you're jerking your body around, someone will go, yeah, you're not jerking your body around the right way. You gotta jerk it this way.
Jerk it different.
You're jerking the wrong way.
Don't pull that, by the way.
Here's Steve in Money Making Manhattan. Oops, let me try again. Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I would be embarrassed that Donald Trump keeps telling them to leave.
You know what? Everybody's going to fucking make all the jokes they want about Trump. He's going to win New York big. He's going to win PA big. And then you're going to give this fucking thing to Cruz?
Sick.
Because he stole Colorado?
I don't even know how he did it, but he did it.
I don't know.
Still don't understand.
I don't understand how everyone in Colorado isn't fucking rioting right now.
Yeah, why aren't you freaking out?
Even if I didn't vote, I'm like, hey, I didn't get the chance to vote. This is going to be the first fucking year we're going to do it.
No say whatsoever?
No. They were...
This shit.
And superdelegates is just as bad.
I don't understand.
And they're not even elected. They're like party members, they say. Just big contributors. High party officials.
How can that be? It just doesn't make any sense.
No, our this country doesn't make sense. That's why we got to find a way to make America great again.
Before the aliens get here.
You were voting today, Chris. So what'd you vote for?
I'm voting for Ted Cruz.
Joey, who you voting for today?
Voting for Ted Cruz because he was able to steal state.
I'm voting for Kasich just because he was at my borough and he ate my favorite sandwich out of place.
What's that?
It's actually right next on the menu, the Hillary Clinton, so I would have been funny if he ordered that. But it was just like a mozzarella, tomato, pesto, and a little arugula.
What's the name of this place?
It's a Bronx beer hall. And it has it's a side note from politics. It has a great little shopping market in the back.
Oh, yeah. You can shop in the back.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's beautiful. Look at that.
Karaoke Tuesdays.
To sit down, though. Gail, who you vote for? You voting today?
Only Hillary Clinton will look right as our president with her Mandarin collar and futuristic world where aliens reach our nation.
Vito.
Donald Trump.
And I'm going with Paul Ryan.
Perfect.
Because no one believed him yesterday.
Bullshit.
That was just his way of acting like, keep asking.
That's his way of popping his head up.
Yeah, he just popped his head up, everybody. Don't you realize that? Him saying, no, I wouldn't take the nomination even if they asked me. Bullshit. Who says you're running for president? No thanks.
A lot of people. Lyndon Johnson has a famous speech about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
If nominated, I will not run. If elected, I will not serve. I'm just like Paul Ryan.
How did he know that?
That was fucking Johnson. That prick was ahead of his time. He was something else. All right, Allison writes in she would be embarrassed to tell the aliens about toddler pageants. I think adult pageants are even more embarrassing.
Yeah, it might be worse. We decide whose flesh looks the best on their skin and bones.
Imagine all the aliens would be pretty joyless.
Why?
Like they just down on it. It seems like they're just judgmental of any other like race.
You mean these aliens that we just came up with
Yeah.
here?
I imagine them as being joyless pricks. Like they wouldn't get any sort of entertainment whatsoever.
Chris, Colorado.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie. Hey, I was going to initially go with the fascination and success of the Kardashians, but in reality, I'd have to say nuclear and hydrogen bomb testing in the oceans and upper atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, all that shit. I think any war stuff, the fact that we still war against each other is going to totally weird them out. I think the fact that we eat animals is going to be like, what?
The dead? You eat the dead?
Yeah, it tastes
that
good.
just grossed me out. I've never once had that thought that I eat dead things.
You eat the corpse of an animal.
From this point on, I'm only eating living things. Most of them very slow.
And with knife only.
Spoon. Try a spoon. Just
I'll
once.
probably just eat turtles and just pop it open with a can opener. And just suck that good turtle juice out of there. Turtly.
Turtlier than I expected.
It's still alive.
It's moving around right now in my gut. Slowly, though. Sean in Albany. What's up, Sean?
Hey, I gotta believe that for the aliens, the thing we could be the most embarrassed about would have to be Scientology.
Why?
Well, because they'd be able to prove that we're a bunch of idiots believing in this fake religion that doesn't exist in a volcano.
Yeah, I think they might be able to come up with that about all religions.
Yeah, I think that's going to be across the board. It's going to all sound like a bunch of weird made up stuff.
Harley in Georgia.
Yeah. So I walk up to an alien and say, hey, let me tell you about a little thing called the squatty potty.
Now, Soder swears by that.
I think that won't be embarrassing. I think it'll be embarrassing that we've been on the pot without the squatty potty.
I think it's none of their business when it comes to us dropping heat. Stay out of it.
Yeah, that's why I'd be embarrassed by it.
Soder swears by the squatty potty. He says his whole life is better since he started using it.
I don't trust that. It just doesn't seem like it's going to do anything for you.
I just got it from Soder.
All right. I'll talk to...
Why don't you just get one? They're only like fucking $19.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Try it.
bargain.
Yeah. Look up the
Everyone.
price, would you?
Everyone should get one.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Every human being on the planet Earth.
I don't need one because girls don't poop.
What's the price?
$24.70, and you can get free 2-day shipping on Amazon Prime.
I'm an Amazon Prime member.
Ooh.
Well, let everyone know that.
You're going to be...
I had no idea.
Yeah, I got Amazon Prime. I got streaming stuff.
That's where he gets his pizza.
Delicious.
Man, did you see that the shit that Facebook has said they're going to start shipping things? They're going to have drones. Yeah, Facebook went fucking nutty the other day. And then they also went very anti-Donald Trump.
I saw that where it's like, Zuckerberg said, I don't like these people. He didn't say Trump, but he's like, I don't like people talking about building walls, either physical or in society. Just say Trump. Just fucking trash Trump. Don't just fucking bring up building a wall and people are saying shit like that.
Yeah, but all of us, build a wall too, around our hearts. You know what I mean?
You know, there's walls up between everyone right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to break them down.
Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? I'd be a little embarrassed to admit that I let a drunk talk me into buying a T-shirt that says Scope Bro on it. And I was excited when I got it.
Stars now with the Scope Bros.
You should be proud of that. Wear it when the aliens come.
Yeah. Chaplin came rocking his Scope Bro.
Oh, he did.
And then he was the original blue blocker guy.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
He was the original gangsta, if you will.
Guys just spreading lies, as per usual.
He wouldn't do that.
Yeah, he would.
He's not a liar.
Chris, you on the other hand, fucking filthy liar.
Oh, I'm a filthy liar, but so's Sharpling.
That's it? That's your comeback?
Stop sharpening lies all the time.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I know that for a fucking fact.
Why?
Sharpling is
Name one lie.
All right. That he was the first guy to wear fucking blue blockers.
He was the first guy I knew to do it.
You knew me first.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I knew you first, but I saw him wearing blue blockers first.
Now you guys are lying. I know it.
Oh, everyone's a liar but you, Chris.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Now your fucking paranoia has finally come true.
Yeah, I am paranoid. But it's, with reason.
So that wouldn't be paranoia. That would be perception. We feel like, that Chris really fucking sees all the pieces on the board.
Gets it.
He knows what's happening. Am I right, Joe?
No.
There you go. That's him. He finally did it.
You did it.
Contrarian Carl.
Look at him just fucking smiling. Thinking I'm acting like a person.
Chris doesn't do that. I lost it.
You're so close, though.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I mean, no.
No, for once you're right, Joe. Once you're right.
He's not
He
right
just
about
called you a piece of shit. You backed him up.
You're a piece of shit, Chris.
Doesn't.
You're agreeing again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good work.
But
Well, you're not a
disagreeing with
piece of shit. Wait.
This is good news for everybody. The Textilizer is coming to traffic stops. They're going to be able to test the last time that you text.
Yeah, so I guess even if you get into a fender bender or whatever and you delete it, they're just going to take your phone. It's happening in New York first and start testing people whether they have been texting lately.
Does it pick up sex?
How are they going to break my 1, 2, 3, 4 code that I fucking set up?
Take your best shot.
Gail, you came up today with drink size per country.
Yes. So there was a study on what the standard size is when you order a drink at a bar in each country.
This isn't a cola; it's a cocktail.
This is a cocktail. This is what when you go to the bar, this is the standard drink size. And I was shocked. The U.S. right down the middle. I would have thought we would have been like a big extreme, one of like the heavy hitter. You get a giant drink.
Here's why I think. I would disagree with you. We like a lot of ice in our drinks over here. So if you get a big drink, you're fucking ice.
Right.
By the time you get to the bottom of it, your ice is melted. I like a nice mid-size with a bunch of ice.
Now, Australia, and I'm guessing because they're the big beer drinkers, they're giant beer drinkers. Theirs was massive, astronomical.
Yeah, but do you ever want to do a yard of beer? When they do that, you're like, it's going to be fucking piss warm.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
By the time I'm done with it.
No, I don't. I mean, I've said this before. This is nothing grosser than that. Like a big beer is very overwhelming to me.
Yeah, you could drink just as much beer and keep them cold. You don't have to have a fucking giant glass boot that you're fucking drinking up. Hey, look at this glass boot. I'm fucking drinking this.
I like a flight. You know what I mean? Like a nice little assortment. Tiny
too
beers.
small.
I like to drink like old men in Philly, where it's a little fucking small, somewhat dirty, damaged glass.
Yeah, that glass that you guys couldn't figure out the name of. Never figured it out.
I call it a Philly glass.
That's called a tiny beer glass.
Hold me close, a tiny beer glass.
The pint is the perfect size fucking glass for a mixed drink or a beer.
For a mixed drink?
Yeah, I like it in a mixed. If I'm at a bar that they're giving out mixed drinks in a pint glass, I'm pretty happy.
I think that's too much.
I think that's too much too.
It's too muchery.
You're gonna fucking
and I get a nice little one, and then guess what? Have another.
Yeah.
You'd like another? Have another.
You want a highball glass?
Yes, that's exactly.
Put up a picture of a highball glass. You will see the perfect cocktail glass. Perfect.
I would accept a highball, and I will accept a tumbler. I believe also is the shorter one. That's it.
Yeah, I think a tumbler is good.
Tumbler is good for like a stiff drink.
Right. Now, they never want to have a big glass of wine, right? You always want to have a smaller glass of wine.
A big glass of wine is
That was the best, because when I was studying abroad in London, my mom came over, and they love to drink over in London.
They drink like pigs, right?
Like, constantly, too. And she went in and was like, oh, I'll have a Pinot Grigio. And they're like, do you want a medium or large? And she's like, that's an option? She's like, she didn't know that card was on the table. She's like, I'll do a large. And then she was just like, then she tried to do it back in America, and they're like, what are you
talking about? Large wine?
Yeah.
What are you, fucking drunk? But supposedly it's not good.
Give me
It's
the
not good
biggest
for the
wine you
wine,
got.
right? The
Yes,
wine to breathe.
exactly. You want, like, in a regular tall wine glass,
Yeah.
like long stem wine glass, you want it like a little more than a quarter, probably.
See, I drink out of a juice box when I have wine. This is
Perfect.
small, classy.
It's a nice tap.
I got the best wine glasses from Crate and Barrel. They're from Scandal, Olivia Pope, and they are like the perfect size for everything.
It is
You only
great to
got
have
them because they were in Scandal?
Definitely yes, maybe.
Now, I mean, finding the right size wine glass, it is important.
They're beautiful. Right? And then
Is that it?
Yeah, and then it like breathes perfectly. I don't know how wine breathes, but you think because it's open on top, it kind of does that.
Yeah.
And
you
just,
need room to swirl,
yeah.
too. You need a
swirl,
nice knife.
Chris keeps his in the bottle, paper around it so nobody sees what he's doing. I saw fucking Chris walking down Astoria with that tight fucking brown paper bag around a fucking beer. You ever see that?
Totally.
Like, it just fits the exact size of the
It's
beer.
perfect. It's the
But
perfect
no one has ever done that with a 7-Up in history. We always know you're drinking a beer.
It's not for carrying. It's only for concealment. That's the
Yeah,
only
of
purpose
course.
of this fucking piece of paper.
Yeah. No one's hands are too cold touching a can.
There's no handle on the fucking bag. Brilliant, whoever came up with that. Because then it protects you from the police. They'll never know what you're doing.
You see that cop that got caught being anti the mayor?
De Blasio, yeah, he was
suspended.
Oh, he got suspended for it?
Yeah.
I guess you kind of can't do that as a cop.
Well,
Should
he
bounce.
basically said you're just getting summoned because the mayor has asked for, like you haven't committed a crime.
Right.
He's saying that. This is basic guy. Turn him up.
Blasio wants us to give out summonses. Okay,
I understand,
all right. I don't know if you voted for him or not. I don't live in the city. I wouldn't have voted for him because this is what he wants. He wants us to give out summonses. I understand that.
Yeah, you're saying you've done nothing wrong, and I'm just trying to make my quota right now.
That's it. That's all it is. And this guy gets suspended for that.
I
Tell
don't.
him the truth.
I don't know if De Blasio said that.
Yeah, you can get fucking suspended for telling the truth. You can't work at Burger King and go, look, I can't believe you're eating this shit, but
It's really bad for you.
I'm going to give it to you. I was you, I go across the street, Five Guys. That's me. But I don't live around here. All right? That's fucking De Blasio telling you to eat the burger. You know what I mean? Like, we're not honest here on this job.
That's a good point.
All you do is lie.
Yeah. You fucking wake up in the morning, you start lying until you pass the fuck out. So, yeah, that guy, they brought his fucking shit down, suspended him.
It's a weird thing. I mean, there was no crime committed at all. That's what he said. He just walked up.
See, here's the weird
slapped him
thing.
with a summons.
I remember when the iBank first started, people used to get mad at us. They're like, you're being anti-cop, because there used to be so many things of cops just punching people, headbutting people and shit. But cops have caught on to it, and they're actually not doing it, at least not at the numbers that they were at first.
Right.
As soon as the GoPro came out, you just saw cops just slapping the shit out of people every day. New fucking thing.
Right.
A cop ramming someone's face. But they're like, oh, fuck, these fuckers got cameras. Forget about it. This guy, I don't know where his head was at.
He looked like he was concealing his phone, so he must have just assumed that he was not
Never
recording.
assume. Always
Yeah.
feel like you're being taped.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
I love that he was an overshare for everything, talking about that. And he was like, yeah, I don't live in the city. I commute. I know the toll's annoying, too. I feel you. I get robbed every day by the GW, but here's a summons,
I feel the same way. I don't want to talk to the cop.
No.
I want a cop, look at my license and go, sir, this was a major mistake on my part. I did not realize what a beloved figure you are in this community. I'm just going to let you go. And you know what? Here's a 20. Because I'm costing you money. You know what I mean? When you're pulled over, it's costing you money.
Time is money.
If I was a cop, I'd come up. I'd go like this. First of all, can you turn up your radio? I'm going to fucking just rock out to this song. So I finally got around watching Better Call Saul. Did you watch it?
I watched it last night.
Did you love it?
It was good. But I don't know why that call yesterday was going on about how, this is what proves Mike to be a badass. I mean, he is a badass. We all knew that.
We saw him do it a million times.
Yeah.
He was the badass last season. He was a badass in the last season of fucking Breaking Bad. He's a bad motherfucker.
Don't fuck with Mike.
Now, did it set the Saul storyline in motion,
He
like
put
you
on
said?
a loud fucking coat. Okay? We saw it. We saw the Saul fucking suit, cheap suit.
That was beautiful.
By the way, I don't care what anything happens to Michael McKean. I don't give a fuck if he goes into a wood chipper. He is so mean to his brother.
I hope Mike cuts his head off. I hope that somehow that happens.
I'm so mad at the way he treats Saul. I don't even like Lenny and Squiggy anymore.
Good.
Oh, no.
The way that episode ended.
Hello there!
The way that thing ended last night, I was clapping. Like, good. Good. I'm not going to give it away. But fantastic.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
We don't know what character we're talking about. You think he's with us or no longer with us?
I think he's with us.
Mm.
I think he's with us.
You think he's got like a broke neck or...
I think major, like, I'm going to say coma.
And his brain?
Oh, shot. Just...
Come on, dude. I'll walk out of here like Bonnie McFarlane. Just be careful what you're saying.
I'm not saying.
I got a lot of burnout friends. Hey, Scott. What's up, buddy?
The guy got a ticket for playing his music too loud, and the cop was trying to do a thing that kind of happens frequently, like, hey, it's not my fault, it's your mayor, I don't live in this town, but you voted for him, that's why you're getting the ticket, this is his rules. That's what he was doing, trying to make himself not the bad guy to deal with these people, but he was playing his music way too friggin' loud.
Well, one time we were fucking down at Wildwood. We were underage. But we were fucking wasted. We're on this deck and we're just fucking playing, just singing. And people were playing guitars and shit. We're just fucking drunkenly singing shit, right? So the cop comes up. Now this fucking dude that we don't even know, we just fucking meet him down there. Because the one thing to do is don't fuck with the cops. Just like, oh, okay, officer, we didn't realize we're being loud. We're going to go back in. Because we're holding, you fucking dick. Right? So this kid, and I'm doing a direct fucking quote, through his fucking stupid bird's nest long hair, says to the cop, your cop car's making more noise than my guitar. We're all like, shut up. He's not even with us, officer. We're going inside. Your cop car's making more noise than my guitar. Shut the fuck up. Okay? There's enough fucking product to send us all away for a long, long time. All right? So we're not giving shit to anybody.
Let's be respectful.
You dumb fuck. Half a hippie sitting outside. I don't know. Still bothers me. It's been a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you. It still annoys me. I don't like when someone opens up their fucking mouth like that.
Oh,
You're not
nothing's
fucking
worse.
speaking for the group.
Fuck everybody.
Okay? Yeah.
I had a friend sass fucking the border police going into Canada, and we all had to get the fuck out of the car and get searched, and they opened our bag because she was being sassy. And there was like 6 of us in the car. We were like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
And guess
She
what,
was just
bitch?
like,
I didn't even in your fucking country.
Yeah.
You got no fucking rights
It
over
was
there.
so annoying. We were like, are you joking me that you just did this? I can't even remember what it is, but she was just like, oh, give us a break. Like, let us just, like something like that. And we're
Did she
like,
say
what the
this?
Fuck.
Your cop car makes more noise than my guitar. Fucking jerk off.
People are dicks.
They are. No one fucking asked you to suddenly grab a mic and to said that you're fucking representing us. We don't even fucking know you, dude. You're sitting there with empty pockets. You're going to get a fucking summons. Everybody else is in big fucking trouble. All right? I'm not fucking calling my mom from Wildwood. It ain't happening. There was I think it was Bill Hicks did a bit that no matter how fucking old you are and no matter how tough you are, the fucking second you get busted, you're like, don't call my mom.
Please.
She can't know.
Please, sir.
Because you're always thinking, how much time am I going to stay here just till you let me out without having somebody come by? Is it reasonable?
Like, what's the under over here?
Yeah. Because I really don't want to deal.
Rather not.
Explaining to somebody that I was raised too well to be in this situation. I fucking know it. I know I shouldn't be doing this at all. Where's the boys, Chris?
Sam Morrill's here. Joe Mackey, the handsome balls en route.
You know why? Because Joe Mackey is a big fucking star, okay?
Yeah.
And he's a very, very attractive man.
Gorgeous. He's a beautiful bastard.
Can't wait to see him again.
Can we just look at him?
Just
Guys,
lay
I
my
don't even know you keep your penis in your pants when that man comes in here. You should just fucking take it out and say, look what you did to me.
Zip spin down since the name's already
Look
out.
at it. Look at it, Mackie.
He says the zip spin.
Don't look away.
Look what you did to me.
You beautiful
Look what
best.
you've done to my dong.
I can't even fucking think with you in the room. That's pre-cum. Joe. Best Chester.
Hey guys, what's going on there?
Hey.
I wanted to know if you guys saw a new commercial. I guess the union put it, the policemen's union put it out. I thought it was genius. They're trying to use the race card. They're showing like black cops and Chinese cops in the commercial, and they're comparing them to other cities and other states as cops not getting their pay and not getting their raise and still being behind on the contract. And they went down that road. What do you think about that?
I don't know anything about it. I know somebody just said that they weren't playing Mississippi the other day. I can't remember what it was. It was one of the...
a musician.
It was a musician. It was one of the garble-throated boys, you know. And I'm like, why is there only some things that people won't show up? I'm like, why don't you just go, I'm not going to show up there because they don't have a living wage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why you just pick out some things that you're pissed about?
Yeah, this very specific thing.
The weirdness of a transvestite in a bathroom, if it's done correctly, none of us are going to know anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
No.
Brian Adams canceled some sort of.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not going to. Was it Mississippi?
It was Mississippi, yeah.
So now we got to be supposedly mad at Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Ralphie May. Those fucking 4 states.
They're on my favorite states, too.
I normally go to Ralphie May every summer.
Beautiful. Beautiful there.
Now that he's learned a new way, he's going to do a special and go, you know why I learned? What? About the Native Americans. Why don't you stop talking black before you get into anything else, Ralphie? Stop with that.
He can't stop himself.
All right, we're going to break here. We'll be back with Sam and Joe. Give out their Twitter tweets for everybody.
At Joe Mackey and at Sam Morrell on Twitter. Both on Twitter.
Make sure you tell that Joe Mackey how much you like him, too, because he loves to get compliments.
He does.
He loves it. We'll be right back with those two funny men. This is Bennington.
Sam Morrell, Joe Mackey, I'm drowning in a handsome pool. Yeah.
The Handsome Vault is in studio.
He's back.
Am I crazy, or has he gotten even more handsome?
Yeah. Every time
I think you're
see
crazy, Ron. I don't know.
I think he's starting to shed some of those baby looks.
I got rid of some of my fat.
Yes, you got rid of the baby fat, and you're settling into a somewhat of a Harrison Ford look, I believe.
It's a Star Wars muscle tee, I think.
Well, I was telling Sam many Bothans died to bring us this T-shirt. But you'll see that in the next movie.
Yeah. You know who we just walked by us a little while ago was Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's stunning.
Yeah.
Is she?
I miss Paltrow.
Yeah. Are you a fan?
Yeah, after she broke up with the Coldplay guy.
Yeah.
She consciously uncoupled, Joe. They didn't break up.
That's true.
Apple and Moses are her children's names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit much.
Love Apple, can't stand Moses.
Really?
I don't know.
He is just so stuck up.
Who, Moses?
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on that kid.
Yeah, sure. Well, the funny thing is he doesn't even swim, so he better be able to start. Now, here's the thing. Did you see them in Peru? There was pictures of them in Peru, and the daughter, Apple, looks just like her mom now.
Does
Big,
she?
tall, thin, blonde girl.
She even looked like her as a toddler.
Is that right?
Oh my gosh, she does.
She's all legs. Look at that. Legs right up to her armpits.
Yeah.
But
Terrible. She looks pretty good.
But you know how it is when your parents, they take you to Peru when you're a kid, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We had to go every summer.
Peru.
It really weighs you down.
It does.
You want to sit.
You can't go backwards after. You can't go to Delaware
No.
for the beach after Peru.
And also, it's like it's not even good because as a kid you don't appreciate Peru.
No,
you want to play Nintendo or Xbox. You don't want to. You want to go to overseas.
You would be happier in Rehoboth. You're just like, hey, this is great. They got a boardwalk here. It's great. Peru, you're like, there's no other kids to play with up here.
They don't even sell rafts.
Let alone rent them.
Yeah.
Just rent a big hard raft for yourself. Also, Chris, your parents ever take you to the beach?
No, never. No. Not a lot of vacations in the Stanley household.
Oh, okay. I see.
There was the Astoria pool. It was crowded.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
crowded, though. It was crowded a lot of the time.
Nice. So you swim?
No, I don't swim, no.
That's great for an
I swim at the rec center, which is kind of nice. You ever go over there? There's always a fat woman in a noodle floating horizontally across the lap lanes, and we just have to swim around her like she's not there. But there's a code. It's nice. You know, it's comforting. I love the rec center, man. It's great.
Well, know which one do you go to?
I used to go to the one 54th and First. That's one I used to go to a lot. I haven't been lately, but I love going there. Just a bunch of Asian dudes who are shredded in May. It's fun.
Joe Mackey and Sam Morrell are in studio. Joe will be performing this Friday, April 15th at 7 p.m. at the Comedy Cellar. Go to comedycellar.com for tickets. You can also see Joe at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville, Tennessee,
Nice.
Friday, April 29th and Saturday, April 30th at 7 p.m. Go to nashville.zanys.com for tickets and more information. You can follow him at Joe Mackey. And Sam will be headlining at Gotham Comedy Club in New York City, Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd. Go to GothamComedyClub.com for tickets and follow him on Twitter at Sam Morrell.
Thank you.
No, Gotham doesn't have the comedians table.
It doesn't, no.
Yeah.
Thank God. I was worried Joe was going to come hang out.
I was going to come hang out until I found out they don't have the table.
Joe, you just hold court. Does everybody gather around?
I like there to be a special table that says on the table that it's special, and that's where I sit.
Yeah.
We were talking the other day. I got a grind and brew coffee maker, and I wouldn't stop talking about it. And Michelle Wolf, it was her first day on the Daily Show, and she's trying to talk about it. I'm like, whoa, let me get back to this coffee maker for a second.
There's a lot more important things going on.
So good. Got coconut coffee in there. Come on.
It's so exciting being in the Daily Show, but isn't this delicious?
This is really good.
It's really great.
She starts to chime in. Shh. Actually, about this coffee again.
Well, you know what? We were talking about the Handsome Vault, and from what I understand, you're doing some male modeling now, and there's pictures up. Now, who took the pictures, Chris?
Phil Provencio.
Now, what did you and Phil, it looks like you spent a day together there?
We spent a lovely afternoon in Washington Square Park, and we took some photographs.
Now, is this just you, your regular life? You're a Washington Square Park guy?
Well, I like to hang out there before I go to the Comedy Cellar sometimes, get my, thoughts in order.
Now,
it's not easy being a superstar comedian.
No, I understand
Those terrible
that.
jokes don't write themselves. You know,
Oh, you're so funny.
But you are very photogenic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's see.
say that about you.
Now, there you are. Where are you there? You just.
This was it was a beautiful day out. There was a guy drumming in the fountain that's empty.
Oh yeah.
And all these people were watching him drum, and I walked up and flexed my muscles because I was like, you know what, this guy's got enough attention. Let's show them the pythons. Oh, here's a shot of them after they swallowed a deer.
I hate to give it to Joe. He does actually have pretty big arms.
Oh yeah, he's got great arms.
He's got a bench press in his apartment. I've seen it.
Is that right? You just sit there and bench all day?
Yeah, it's like, have you ever seen 51st States? It's like Sean Astin.
Okay.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Cape Fear? It's more like that.
Another good one, Sam.
You know, he works on his summer body all winter, and that's why he's ready to go to Rehoboth.
He's ready.
Summer bodies are built in the winter.
Yeah.
Summertime, it's time to party.
Yeah, that's right. That's party time.
Have fun at the rec center.
Look at the size of those guns.
Yeah,
They are
look at
big,
the
dude.
gun.
You look good. I can't hate.
Now, the weird thing is that you were in a very unfocused park, though. Look at that. I mean, you're very clear, but everything around you seemed to be dissolving into nothingness.
Are you in a dream world?
Do you think there's a picture of me in it and people are looking at the nature? No.
Oh, it's probably, I just can't focus on anything but.
It's you.
Yeah.
People get lost in my eyes. That's
Yeah.
what.
Oh, okay.
The people in Nashville getting ready to get lost in your set. You stink.
Wow. I guess you're like a video cassette manufacturer, Sam. You don't know when to quit.
You're like a video cassette manufacturer. Out of date.
Oh, well, you took what I said and threw it back at me. That's very good.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, there
you
you
look
go.
good, Jeff.
That's nice.
He takes good pictures.
Phil Provencio, hire him to do your headshots or great photographer.
You look there like you're running for president, I think.
Yeah.
You look kind of presidential.
Very, very Ted Cruz-esque.
Yeah, but it's even like a Superman post. Yeah.
Are you a Ted Cruz backer?
Of all the candidates left, I consider voting for him. I'm not
Yeah.
crazy about my choices.
Yeah, it is kind of bad. Well, maybe you'll get Paul Ryan. You never know.
No, he's not going to run.
Not a fan of. It's just crazy to me that like both the Democratic and Republican primaries, there's so many shenanigans that can still happen. And I'm like, aren't our taxes paying for this?
Yes.
How can you cancel a primary? That seems like
enough debates too. It's
I
like,
know.
Jesus
Yeah, everybody
Christ.
knows.
We
you
know what they like, what they don't like.
It's like we already hate all of you. None of this is going to help. They need to just take like $100,000 each from now on. We should narrow it down to like 4. They get $100,000 each, and they have to be creative with how they advertise.
Oh, I like that.
Because
like
they're
an episode
wasting
of Louis.
so much money.
Well, I'm a super delegate, and that means that I'm much better than all the other delegates. One of my votes is like 1 million votes.
Yeah, because if you look at the Democrat tally, it's like 1,250 to 1,000 in favor of Hillary before you put the superdelegates in. But then if you put the superdelegates, it's a landslide. I'm like, how is this fair?
It does not make much sense.
It's dumb that the man's even running because he's like they already said no, he can't possibly win. Super delegates.
Yeah, but I think, you know what? I think he's going to have, regardless, I think he's going to have like a promising next few years in politics because he's you know.
He's lucky to be alive for
He's
the next
74.
few
He's lucky to be happy next few years.
All right, some more pictures. These are all up on the iBank. He took a lot of pictures of you that day.
He did, and I look awkward in a lot of them.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of people. They were playing Neil Young's Harvest Moon.
Oh, nice.
Good song, dude.
And it's the kind of song that sounds good with Neil Young and a guitar and his harmonica.
Yeah.
But you get too many chefs in that Harvest Moon kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
It's pandemonium.
Yeah, you'll go down that park and there'll be 50, 70 guitars.
Yeah, I remember the first time. I'm trying to remember what the song they were playing was like the first time we ever went down there.
I think it was Neil Young.
You think?
Honestly, I think they played Neil Young around the clock down there.
Yeah, it was something like that. But yeah, there had to have been at least a solid 50-some guitars going at once.
You could be playing a different song. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's still going to sound like the same way. Now, I think he talks about Sam in there a little bit too, which is always great to name check your buddy during an article.
What
You know,
happened?
not everybody will do that. What's it say, Chris? You can.
He says, Joe says, I purchased Sam's album on Amazon and then I bought a toilet. So it says people who bought Sam's album also bought this toilet. Also may be interested in this toilet.
Well, it sounds like a waste of money, Joe, because you already have a toilet. So it sounds like you really had to force that one.
Well, you need two. One because you're throwing up after you listen. You need a separate throw-up toilet because of your album's jokes. Is what I was getting at.
Well, the joke's on you, Joe. It's a digital download, so no hard copies.
I do like the idea of face-to-face toilets, though. Somebody should look into that.
Sounds romantic.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. For,
double toilet.
it's for honeymooners.
Look into each other's eyes.
Yeah. Enjoying the trip, darling?
I started getting Yankee candles just as like my girlfriend thought I got them to be romantic. I got them just so my place doesn't smell like shit.
Is that right?
Yeah, I get vanilla. I try to be romantic.
Just taking the candle into the bathroom?
Yeah.
Like it was the
I'd light it.
1800s. Walking through a dark apartment. I'm on my way.
I'm actually going to say vanilla is my least favorite
Really?
candle in a bathroom.
You're a
'Cause,
pineapple
I don't-
cilantro person.
But I feel like the food smell mixed with bathroom smell, you're getting a worse situation.
Well, I'm supposed to go on Shark Tank this year with shit-smelling candle. So you're really not going to know who used the bathroom.
So when you're like, smells like shit in here, you can go, it's just the candle. It's
brilliant.
It's not bad.
Candle.
That is not bad.
Instead of ruining ice cream for everyone.
The scent of ruining ice cream, and it's ice cream night, which is sad. Yeah,
you still probably won't want the ice cream,
unless you get shit flavored ice cream. Just keep this premise going, so no one knows.
It tastes like vanilla, but it smells like shit.
While we're at
make
it,
a lot of sense.
While we're at it, just listen to Sam's comedy album.
Sam Morril will be headlining Gotham Comedy Club in New York City.
I'm going to be there for that too.
Friday.
You got to come out, man.
April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd. Go to GothamComedyClub.com for tickets. And Joe Mackey will be performing this Friday, April 15th at 7 p.m. at the Comedy Cellar. Go to ComedyCellar.com for tickets. You can also see Joe at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville, Tennessee, Friday, April 29th, Saturday, April 30th at 7 p.m. Go to Nashville.zanys.com for tickets and more information.
And for those Comedy Cellars 7 p.m., there's plenty of shows, so don't have your heart set on the 7 p.m. There's going to be better shows. Don't.
I heard your conversation with Counting Crows Adam Derwitz the other day, and you were talking about how it used to be hard to get albums.
Yeah.
And that would be great when it comes to Sam's album.
It's always a long setup, and you don't know how you're going to get there. But I was waiting for him to drop the hammer.
I'm just glad you brought up that I interviewed Adam.
That was cool. I'm like, wow, he should not have us on this show. We are not. We don't even belong in his league.
You're a big Counting Crows fan?
Oh man, Rain King. This is the Rain Prince. They have a lot of good songs.
If the next time they come through, I'll invite you in the same day.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, and then you could just sing for him or whatever you.
I've got some lyrics written down.
Yeah,
mostly heartbreak.
Oh, that's nice. Some heartbreaking songs.
Why is it nice?
It's mostly heartbreak. It's the comment cards on the road after a show. That's why.
I just.
All right. Well, a few of them are going to miss today. What can you do?
No, it was me. I was thrown off.
That's on his album.
I just never think of Joe Mackey sitting around listening to music. Just never.
Oh, Mackie's got good taste. Well, we've done the road together a couple of times. We threw in some Bobby Darin. We let the good times roll.
Oh,
really?
Sweet.
A little Call Me Irresponsible.
Oh, a little Beyond the Sea for these two guys.
Just singing into each other's eyes.
He says Mac, my last name in Mac the Knife.
Yeah. Mackie's back.
Mackie's back.
So we used to run a show together. We would play Mac the Knife before every show because old Mackie was back.
No,
it was tough running a show with Sam, though. We did not get along.
No.
It's like Shaq and Kobe in their prime.
Yep.
You know?
Speaking of which, last Kobe tonight. Now, here's the thing that you're going to be able to do. You either watch Kobe's last game or the Garden State Social Justice Warriors go for 73 wins.
Well, I got a TV and a computer, so I'm going to have both on.
Going at the same time.
Yeah.
They'll be have pornography though.
A little voyeurism, a little foot fetish on computer.
Don't try to call him either. His phone's going.
That's where the animal porn is. Look at that dog.
It's what? It's going to be good. It's going to be good for the Lakers to just move on. They've had a rough year.
Sure.
That D'Angelo Russell thing was one of the worst things.
I know.
That's like the age we're living in now, where immaturity meets technology.
Yeah, and I'm normally not into the guy code thing, and I'm like, dude,
you can't do that.
Too much.
I mean, Mackie has had sex with most of my girlfriends, but even then,
I'm doing them a favor.
Plus, who doesn't want to spend a little cuck time? Chris, isn't that your thing?
No, it's not.
Yeah, but
that's a dangerous thing to throw on someone. You're into that, right?
You right?
No, I don't.
Talking about it. Like, what are you not saying? Cuck.
Well, cuck's like it's like the new verb. It's the most popular verb now, like on the internet. And
Is that right?
It's now leaked into real life. Yeah.
Okay.
Cuck. I've heard basic. I heard a girl on the street say her dad was basic. I was like,
not right.
Dads
you're
are
the worst
basic.
person.
Hey,
That's
This is like a basic dad.
like lame.
Oh, okay.
I saw Joe's puzzled face.
Okay, because that's good. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to be lame. People thought I was lame. Look at me now. I'm sitting where Adam Derwitz of Counting Crows sat. So when Paltrow walked by. Yeah, you know where all the people who said I was lame were at now? Working at their dad's car dealership. They're lame.
I want one of those shit-smelled candles to get rid of the smell of Mackie over here.
It's Old Spice.
Every time we book somebody cool, I want you to check in with Joe to see if he wants to sit in on one. Because I don't know what other bands you're into.
Oh, man. You just name them. Name a band.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Any band.
Hey, name a band, yeah.
All right, I'm going to name a band right now, The Doors.
I like The Doors.
Yeah.
There's not many of them left. I mean, because Ray Manzarek passed away.
Yeah.
So it's just Robbie Krieger and
John Densmore.
Yeah.
We've had him on the show like 5 times.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, he just tells Morrison stories, and then we sit at his feet like he's Santa and we're little kids. And then what did Jim do? Anything?
Do you ever? I'd be like, do you ever tell Jim Morrison that the whole Lizard King thing was bad? Like, hey Jim, we got all these great songs. No, I'm Lizard King.
What is that like? I think, do people get too big and they just don't have enough people to be like, dude, don't do that?
You need some harsh critics to be like, Sam, that joke you shouldn't have told. That's bad.
Well, normally once you get really big, you just have people tell you that everything's great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they want to stick around you, I guess.
Yeah.
Hangers-ons.
I read Bill Kinnison's book about
Brother Sam?
Yeah.
That was a sad one, man.
Yeah, and there was no one to say to Sam, hey, maybe we should put down the Coke. You're a little late for the stage. You know what I mean? And your shit isn't as funny as it was a couple years. Right. But I don't think we have those comedians as rock stars now. Where the guy comes out and he's dressed like a rock star and the place goes crazy like it's a rock star. And Kinnison had that. It's probably not good for you.
Mackie does a few rails on the road before sets. I try to steer clear of drugs because I care about being a role model for the children.
That's nice. But they do go crazy when Joe Mackie walks out on stage.
Yeah, I mean, I got my tight leather pants on. I have my pre-planned stage falls. It goes pretty good. I mean, they're mostly over 70, but the ladies do like it.
Doesn't matter as long as you're winning.
Just more to sign.
Yeah. Chris, who's the coolest rock star we've ever had on the show?
Graham Nash is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's done the show like 5 times now, too.
Wow.
I know. Joe, you just act like, I'm doing this shit show. It's nothing.
You're like, who is this guy?
Well, we just had all of Cheap Trick in, which was
great. Yeah.
Oh, I got a Cheap Trick story for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We were Joe List and I were on the road like probably 5 years ago on this horrible casino run. And Joe was still drinking at this point, so he was kind of a mess. The casino gig's horrible. They put the band room is under construction, so they put Cheap Trick in the comedy club, which is probably in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's probably not a great moment for them. They move us to the bar during the playoffs in Milwaukee, so we were getting booed mercilessly because they just like get off the stage, and I'm like on stage, can I get off stage? And I'm like, no. I was like, not if you want to get paid. So I'm like, all right. So Joe and I during our sets just kind of did commentary for the games, and Milwaukee is getting killed. So the crowd fucking hates us. So every play I'm like, ooh, you guys suck. And they're like, boo. We get off stage. We go to we watch Cheap Trick. It's amazing. We're both pretty drunk. Joe goes to the craps table, loses everything. I win a bunch of money, so I'm in a great mood. He's not in a great mood. I didn't realize how drunk he was. He drove me home in a complete blackout. Wow. Because I can't drive. So we wake up the next morning, he's like, how do we get back? And I'm just like, oh, fuck you, dude.
You, man.
Oh, that's a great story, although when Sam said he had a story about a Cheap Trick, I thought he'd rented a prostitute again.
I was talking about your closure on your album, Joe. It's a Cheap Trick.
Sam Morril and Joe Mackie are in studio with us. Sam will be headlining Gotham Comedy Club in New York City Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd. Go to GothamComedyClub.com for tickets. Also, Sam's album Class Act is available on iTunes and Amazon. And Joe Mackie will be performing this Friday, April 15th, 7 p.m. at the Comedy Cellar, ComedyCellar.com for tickets. You can also see Joe at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville, Tennessee, Friday, April 29th and 30th at 7 p.m.
I'm thinking of making a run to Nashville to see that show.
Don't go to any of the music places. The real entertainment is the comedy show. And in New York, the 22nd, 23rd, don't go see Hamilton. Don't go see, the Rangers. Go see Sam. At Gotham
It's
Comedy
going to be a fun
Club.
weekend, despite what Joe says. Beth Stelling will be on the show as well. That'll be nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Little lady love.
You can always just leave early then.
Maybe I will.
That was funny because it was about you.
You guys are pretty serious, huh?
I guess so. Anything to get me away from Joe. Any less time with him is a positive in my life.
I don't like this relationship at all. I want to split them up.
I want to. Yeah, it's going well. She's a
How
good
long
lady.
have you guys been together?
A little over 10 months.
Yeah.
So, for me, incredibly long.
Yeah. You, that was nothing you even thought of yourself being in a relationship.
Oh, no. Joe was the closest thing I'd come to love before that.
That's true.
I love you.
Ah, that's nice.
Beautiful.
And I used to love you too, Joe.
Oh, wow.
Just because, but you're in a relationship too, right?
Yeah. It's tough out there.
Yeah.
Tough out there, but I mean, I almost need to be in one. Lost all my Sam time.
Joe's a machine. He's they called him the road coxman, the getting it wet all day, every day kid. I mean, he's definitely not a good person. So it's good that he finally settled down.
Oh boy, Sam, you're really doing good today.
Doing well, Joe.
Joe was on his pregnant waitress tour, but no more.
There's going to be a lot of funny, handsome vaults going up in this country. Watch the comedy scene in about 20 years.
Well, everybody has the same delivery now. So
It's very
odd.
specific,
In 3
too.
years, Joe is going to do his not paying child support tour. So check that out too.
I'll have a very good show, Sam, and you won't be the person that gets to host it.
Oh, shit.
Just like I'm not hosting at Gotham.
What is your both for you? What are your favorite clubs that work in the city? Because you guys have worked everywhere.
I love the Cellar.
Yeah,
it's because we hang out there. It's the only club we really hang out at. So the Cellar's always fun.
They make the room. They run the room really well too. I mean, you don't have to worry about a person threatening to murder you and then getting to stay for the rest of the show.
And that's an issue for Joe quite a bit.
It is.
So.
Lots of jealous husbands that come to my show.
But yeah, it's just Joe's right. It's well run. We're there the most of any club because Gotham and Caroline's are headliner clubs, so we're just not there often. Most clubs are of the showcase clubs. The Cellar's the best run.
Yeah, and Gotham and Caroline's are good clubs. It's just how many times can you see Sam Morrill in a year? I'd say 0 to
5.
1.
5 all next weekend. GothamComedyClub.com. But yeah, the Cellar's great, and it's also cool because you're following heavyweights all the time, which is cool. Louis there, Schumer's there.
Sometimes
Attell.
I'm there.
Attell, Rock. Chappelle was there till 7 a.m. the other night.
Oh,
Is that
man.
right?
Yeah.
If you're on after Chappelle and he walks in, you can go.
Yeah. Now you're not.
He got bumped to 7:15 a.m., Joe.
What I think is always funny, though, is that tourists will come here and end up going to the LOL Comedy Club
What a dump.
on Broadway.
It's unfortunate because I was like, oh, you could have gone to a good show.
Yeah, that owner is a real scumbag, and I hope he's listening. You're a scumbag. I said it. They always would make it an issue about getting paid there. They would always, I'd have to run to another spot, and he'd be like, I'm dealing with people. I'm like, we're your people.
Yeah, right.
We're your, employees. And he would always just be terrible. They make it a point to rip off customers. There was a whole article in the New York Times basically saying, look out for these people that, in Times Square that are like Tina Fey's at our club tonight.
They do it constantly.
Tina Fey's not a stand-up comic, so if someone says that, they're lying to you.
Comedy Central has 1 or 2 showcases a year, and every night they have a Comedy Central showcase.
Well, I confronted one of them recently. I was like, you're lying. That's not a showcase. He's like, well, comics from Comedy Central are going to be there, and I'm like, that's different. Say that. You're lying people into thinking they're being a part of a
Joe,
live
didn't
event.
you do that for a little while when you first moved to the city?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was one of those guys.
I did it as a summer job. I was in college. It's thankless and dreadful.
Yeah, it was
part
awful.
of the problem. Those two.
And it's based off of commission too. So these guys are just like, I have to sell these tickets.
How many did you sell?
I made $32 in 3 weeks.
Oh God!
Quite the salesman.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because, also when you're starting out, I would do it also in exchange for stage time.
Right.
And, you're on this show that you're promoting. So then, you're like, come to this comedy show. And then they're like, all right, our next comic, the Ticket Boy. Making his way to the stage. The guy who got you in here.
What club was that?
I did it a few places. The most I played it at was called the Underground Lounge, which is 107th and West End.
Which is so funny that you buy tickets in Times Square and you're a tourist, and then you got to find yourself to 107th.
Well, we would
West
park
End.
right outside there for that one.
Yeah.
Times Square is not as bad to hand out flyers in because at least there's so many people, time flies by.
Yeah.
In the more residential areas, like the Upper West Side, you're just like, comedy? They're like, no. And then you just have to wait for a block for another person to come. Sucks.
I'm getting food for my family. Not thinking about comedy right now.
Yeah, just like any business, there's the two business models. You put on the good quality show and get people to come back, and you can charge a premium and do as many shows as you want. Or there's hey, let's fool people to get in here. They're making plenty of tourists, so it doesn't matter if the show's good or bad. It's just, it's kind of it's like MTV versus AMC.
Yeah.
It's like AMC, we're going to make a good show, and people are going to watch it, and then we're going to put something else out, maybe people give it a chance. Where MTV, it's like we're going to throw cheap crap at the wall.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of that crap is guy stuff.
Well, yeah, they're trying to get something hip, and they're not trying to win Emmys.
Yeah.
They're not trying to make something great.
Pregnant and 16. I don't think that show's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, Joe knocked them all up, and now there's no more people left.
Sam. In some states that's legal. So your joke doesn't even work.
Says a guy who would know that.
Yeah. It normally gets more legal the further south you drive. It's fine.
We'll just drive till this is legal.
Yeah.
Joe's naming his next album Off the Grid.
I won't be able to download your album.
When is your album coming out, dude?
I'm going to try to release it with something else. I want something else to come out with it at the same time, and then they'll be like, "Wow, Joe Mackey's everywhere.
He's everywhere."
Yeah. Like people will turn around and it'll be me, and then I'll jump out behind some bushes. I shouldn't have said that.
Mackey the Knife.
Oh, the shark bites. Hey, everybody.
Has such teeth, dear.
To walk on stage of that is hilarious. Really, the energy in the room.
Do you go on the road? Some clubs have you come out to music. Do you come out to that?
Lately, I like to switch it up because I don't want to get sick of a song. Lately, I've been doing Deep Blue Something's Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh,
nice.
That's good. I like it.
It's just such a silly song that I hate it when comics have a deep meaning. Yeah. The song they come out on. I'm like, oh man, don't be pretentious. You're about to make us laugh.
I come out to Don't Think Twice by Bob Dylan. I never know they're in for something special.
Sam Morril and Joe Mackey.
I'm glad you cut him off. Screw you, Joe.
I was just, it's not important. I was just going to make a joke about you didn't think twice when you bought the ticket.
I'm glad you got it out. It was a good one. It was worth it.
Sam will be headlining Gotham Comedy Club in New York City Friday, April 22nd and 23rd. Also, Beth Stelling will be performing as well. Go to GothamComedyClub.com for tickets. Sam's album Class Act is available on iTunes and Amazon. And Joe Mackey will be performing this Friday, April 15th at 7 p.m. at the Comedy Cellar. Go to ComedyCellar.com for tickets and go see him in Nashville, Tennessee at Zany's Comedy Club Friday, April 29th and 30th at 7 p.m. Nashville.zanys.com for tickets.
These guys truly are two of the funniest acts out there. That half hour that you did, Sam, was killer, man.
Thanks,
just right
man.
from
Appreciate
the first joke on, and seriously not playing it safe.
Yeah,
Even
you gotta have fun. You also you're thinking, if it goes that badly, if a joke offends that much, I'll probably cut it out anyway. And they really just didn't cut any of it out. So I was like, all right. I mean, they're editing. But yeah, the Boston bombing joke did not go great in Boston, and they just decided to keep it in. So I was like, well, what are you going to do?
I was impressed too because they called the show the half hour, but when they booked Sam, I thought they should call it the 2 minutes.
Ralphie May's doing that tour now, so the only 2 minutes that he could do without the Indians being mad.
Oh yeah, I was working in Des Moines, Iowa, and his show got canceled in Minnesota. So
Why?
he drove down. He hung out.
Yeah,
why did the show get canceled?
I guess someone posted online a joke he had about Native Americans, but they only showed the premise and the setup. They didn't show the punchline, was what he was saying on the internet.
That is disgusting.
And I guess it had a pretty offensive start to it. I don't know how the finish was. I don't know the joke.
Well, he's turning fast now. He's canceled 3 of his own shows.
Damn.
Wow.
Because he's worried. But he's also, what's he saying, Chris?
He's saying that he's saying that, or he's going to talk to the elders in Sioux City. The Indian elders. He's going to talk to them.
The elders.
Yeah, that's what he calls them, the elders. And he believes that this whole thing has been a gift, also, is what he's saying.
In what way?
And now that he's learned, he says, I'm really ignorant. I'm a product of mass media and the U.S. public school system, and now my eyes are open.
Good. Wow. Somebody just tweeted us, too. I never saw anything that big fold so fast. It is like everyone judges the guy who comes out apologizing, but it is the easiest way.
He also, though, he probably meant it. I mean, most comics don't want to apologize. So if they do, and he's not like on a TV show where they make you apologize. He's just a working stand-up who probably was like, I probably felt bad. He seems like a nice guy.
Well, now he's going to have to apologize to the public schools.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we didn't tell you to make jokes about the Native Americans.
Well, we're all saying this is a great decision. He's going to end up with like a tomahawk in the back of his head after this meeting.
Well, right now, he's in his bus, and the Indians are just riding around on the outside of it, shooting arrows at him. That was the weirdest attack. I mean, no other army in history has ever done it. Just keep circling
Circle up and keep riding around them.
Should we outflank them? No, we're going with circle. We decide on circle.
Cowboys are just like, what are they doing? Tiring themselves out out there.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
The horses are like, what is this?
Are we sure? We should be. I just feel like we're getting nowhere. What if we all just turn and go right?
So are all the dates he canceled casinos?
I don't know what but he's canceled 4 now. And most of these that are on himself because he's afraid. He says there's a $25,000 bounty on his head, which is like a pretty low bounty in today's dollars.
Yeah.
It's not a good bounty. Yeah, you want
I'm having not a great year, so I'll think about it. I'm not gonna.
There is like a number that eventually you will kill somebody for. Like you'll say no, but then someone said, "What about $1 billion?" You're like, "Yeah, I'll kill that fucker."
For some people, it's a lower number than others.
26,001. That's how much money I would take to murder Sam.
Chris, how much for you to just kill a stranger?
$2,000.
$2,000?
Stranger?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stranger.
Do I go to prison for this? I just kill them.
Look, it's up to you. If
you get yourself
to get busted.
Oh, I'm not sloppy.
There's no guarantee for any hit.
You're not doing it like in public, like on TV.
I'm planning this thing out.
Like you've got to get it together. How much is your price?
$2,000.
It doesn't change.
That's crazy.
Without the promise. So before
it's like
you went on the
3
promise
therapy
of
sessions in Manhattan. It's not worth it.
Joe, what about for you? What would you?
$2.5 million.
2.5. You're not going to get the opportunity to
He
kill
thought
anybody.
about it. That's a round number.
Yeah.
He thought about this.
Who do you think you are at $2.5 million? Like someone's going to call you when they want me out of the way.
He's going to be easy to spot, too, in that Cyclone shirt. He stands out.
He's so proud of that because he lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You're from Minnesota. You lived in Brooklyn for what, 2 years?
4.
Really? You've been around for 4 years?
4 years now, yeah.
Wow. And it took us 3 years before we finally hired you. 3 years
That's true.
of internships.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it eventually.
I like that he's kind of flexing his forearm now.
Yeah.
Now that we got the kill in his head, he's like, let me show you guys what I can do. When he's a piano wire and some time.
Natural pump.
Oh, yeah. How would you kill him, Chris?
Maybe push in front of a subway train because there's no.
There's cameras everywhere.
Well, just make it seem like an accident.
You're
So
gonna
you're not
have
gonna
2 grand,
kill
and then you're
anyone?
gonna get caught.
Dude, this isn't House of Cards. You get busted for this shit. Come on.
And apparently, you don't kill anyone out of town. You would never be in the CIA.
Well, that's what against the $2,000, the travel money.
Oh, no, they set up travel.
Oh, okay. I get a stipend?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But what about a world leader? What if you had to,
Oh, shit.
go over to Africa or the Middle East, kill a world leader? What would you charge?
That, I'll say $40,000. I think I take care of travel.
Wait, why did this price change so dramatically
Why?
from
It's
2
a
to
fucking
40?
politician. A stranger's easy.
It sounds like, I just like say kill somebody on the street. Just over in Iran. We put you in Iran.
In Iran? 1,200.
I wouldn't want to give away where I would do it, but I'm thinking about 2.5 million loonies is what I would do.
Ready? He's throwing toonies around like they're loonies. That was Joe's big Montreal joke.
Said fucking 15 fucking times a day for 2 days.
Plus, Joe's the only one I've ever went to Canada with. At the airport, he starts exchanging his money. We're like, they take the fucking money here. We're not in Yugoslavia.
I got these toonies.
That's great.
You guys know how I would kill someone.
How?
Dry ice under the pillow when they sleep. They breathe the fumes in, they suffocate, they die. Quick, easy, clean, undetectable.
How? Well, wait, wouldn't they notice that there was dry ice under their pillow when they went to bed?
Smoking.
Eventually, I mean,
Just go to sleep.
Why can't you breathe in dry ice? I've been at concerts with that.
When I was a kid, there was a cabin on the lake I grew up near that a son killed his father, inherited his money, killed him with dry ice under the pillow.
But he got busted, right?
Eventually.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't make
There's
that
a
mistake.
bunch of episodes on Forensic
Sounds like
Files,
you
though, whenever it's a family thing, they always catch them because the family's the first people places they look.
My go-to was cliffs. I pushed someone off a cliff until I saw that Forensic Files where they busted this couple for pushing. They got this woman and
I saw this one.
They got her to take out life insurance, and then they're like, "Hey, let's go visit a cliff," which is that should throw up some red flags when someone takes life insurance out on you. It's like, let's go to a cliff. I'm like, can't we just wait a day before you invite them to a cliff?
I think the best thing if you got life insurance is just keep giving them bacon and cheese. Bacon and cheese.
Waiting game. I like what you're saying.
Yeah. But my best way to get away with murder, fucking shoot them.
Yeah.
Right? Shoot
like
them.
a gun?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
In the head?
Yeah. And then you run.
What do you do with the gun, though?
You keep it. I mean, you spend a lot of money on that gun.
Yeah. You don't want anyone fighting in it.
It's so funny that we've seen the same episodes we've seen every episode of Forensic Files because that's all when you're on the road. It's just always on.
Headline News has given up because from like 3:00 in the afternoon to 5 a.m, it is a Forensic Files marathon. Great for stand-up comedians on the road. Terrible for everyone else.
Headline News is like, wow, apparently Nancy Grace is less likable than 9 straight hours of murder.
Well, MSNBC just shows you prison stories. It's just you're watching
Lockup.
dudes in lockup and just like turn the volume down. They're so fucking loud in prison.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Doesn't anybody in prison just try to keep it down a little bit?
You can't shush anyone in there.
Yeah.
You really can't.
You always have the prisoners that are trying to get back at the guards by like clogging their own toilet.
Yeah.
You've already lost the argument.
It's like, keep it down. I'm trying to convert to Islam over here. Jeez.
They clog the toilet or else they light toilet paper and throw it out. But everything is pretty much ass fucking centered that they do.
Yeah. I mean, the toilet is a big thing because then there's the toilet wine.
Yeah.
They hide things in the toilet.
Toilet wine.
Yeah, they make that toilet
delicious.
wine.
I always
swirl it.
Yeah.
Fermented.
I always wonder, like, why aren't high school kids doing this stuff?
Making
I mean,
toilet wine?
I'm not, because, like, remember how it was hard for the cool kids to get alcohol in high school? And you would hear stories when you came back to school on Monday about how they got alcohol. And you're like, why aren't you just making your own? I saw on MSNBC this guy made it with Kool-Aid in a garbage bag.
Well, they do with drugs. They do like those weird like cough syrup type things.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like with alcohol is easy to get. You get a fake ID or an older brother, you know?
I don't know. Some people have morals. Maybe not in this city.
Chris, how long to spend 1 year in jail? How much money would you want?
give me for $27,000.
$27,000?
I mean, it's all straight money.
How little do they pay you here?
I'm not spending any money there.
You're not even going to get a year's salary.
Don't have to work. I don't have to worry. I have no expenses while I'm pregnant. Like zero.
Insane.
Health insurance and dates?
Yes, exactly. I have a social life. Play cards. Watch little TV.
Yeah, because you're really good at gambling.
And socializing.
2 months into this, you've lost your money.
I got $27,000 coming to me once I get out of here. Don't worry.
I'll pay that $27,000 to have somebody shank you. Kill you in the shower.
Someone will do it for $2.
He killed himself for $2,000.
What are you saying you're going to pay me?
You're taking a contract out on yourself.
$2,000, you say?
It's easy. I'll cut my own throat. Hey, look.
Can I spend it first?
No one actually arrests you for attempting to kill yourself. That's an attempt at murder. Isn't that strange when you think about it?
Isn't it technically illegal, though? Like, they say it's illegal. I don't know why. But I don't think you...
Yeah, it's not legal, but you never see anybody arrested for it.
like, what are you in for?
We're too soft on attempted suicide murderers.
Yeah.
That's why it's on the rise. We coddle our mental health victim. I don't even want to finish the sentence.
Ralphie May's going to keep going. Take the heat off. Well, Scott Walker of the great state of Wisconsin, he wants to drug test people who are getting food stamps, and then if they're on drugs, take away their food.
Wasn't there an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia about this? Where they're like, we'll just smoke a little crack, and then they get addicted to crack to get on welfare.
Well, he wants to go the exact opposite and take away their food if they're high.
Still need food.
Yeah. Well, this way it opens
Especially
up.
if you're high.
What's their best next way to get money? Oh, that's right. Rob people. You know?
Right.
That's the beauty of it.
They're already prone to doing things illegally. So why, if they have drugs, they're like, okay, there's some other options out there.
Yeah, it reminds me, like, I read an article about scientists trying to come up with a cocaine vaccine. And what it does is it makes your body need like 10 times the amount of cocaine to get high. Yeah. And I'm like, this is a terrible idea.
It's a challenge is what it is.
Vaccine successful, crime skyrockets.
Believe me, I did enough bad cocaine where it did take 10 times the amount to get fucking high.
Powdery.
Yeah. That tastes like bleach. Chris, was your family ever on food stamps?
Yeah, my dad would scam food stamps. So he got,
How's that?
He lied and say he lived by himself, so social services would come by some days, so I'd have to hide in another room.
Well, you would think that you would get more stamps for not living by yourself.
I don't know.
You've got to get more stamps if you have a kid.
He probably just wanted a little peacetime in that one-bedroom apartment. Hide in the hamper.
He wasn't a smart man, but I know he definitely had the old school food stamps. It was looked like fuck. It was paper. It was good shit.
I mean, good shit.
Then he would go to bodegas and sell the food stamps for them at a lesser rate for cash.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was a scam.
I like how the people at the bottom know how to beat the system the most.
Now I can spend this on anything. Not
It's
just
like
food.
the people at the top know how to get away with shit, and the people at the bottom know how to get it. And then the middle class is just fucking just carrying it on.
Following all the fucking rules.
I sound like Bernie Sanders now, but
the people at the top get us to buy their sports stadiums, and the people at the bottom, they have at supermarkets, they have these barrels that they sell. It's people, they fill them up with food and then they ship them off to other countries to sell. Have you seen these? It's kind of a big thing. It's people scam the system by doing that. It's kind of, but me and Sam, we're just working and paying our taxes.
Two good fellas there.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Great
if Sam
Americans.
pays his taxes.
Chris you never pay taxes, right? You refuse?
Yeah, I don't pay taxes.
It's been how many years now?
7 years.
7 years and he hasn't paid taxes.
Do you fill out a return and get a refund?
No.
Does nothing.
I just tell them don't take the money out of my paycheck because I'll pay my taxes myself and then I don't.
Oh.
So then I keep all the money for myself.
All right, so you're basically making twice as much
than anyone else in here.
But you still want $27,000 to spend a year in jail.
Well, that's a year off, and I get $27,000 for fucking doing dick.
with our tax dollars again.
Literally doing
The sky was the limit of any number you could say.
Yeah, no one's
Yeah,
going to stop.
I'm being realistic, though.
Yeah, but the answer is there's no amount of money.
Oh.
You know, like people would
That's the
pay
answer.
anything to not go to jail.
Yeah. But, you have to look on the bright side of things if you have an offer in front of you.
Look, I got news for you.
Yeah.
You haven't paid your taxes in 7 years. You're probably going to go to jail.
Yeah, for no money.
I don't see.
I mean,
how they could put me in jail for that.
Why can't you see this?
I told them I'll take care of it later.
Didn't they put Wesley Snipes in jail for that?
Yeah.
They did. Same college as Chris.
Soon he purchased his own.
Yeah, so he purchased Mafia.
That school looks like a jail anyway.
does.
Yeah,
So you guys are just thinking you're back at
prison.
college.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Is he in a show now?
Yeah, I think they tried to put him in a show.
He's been in a couple movies, too, since he got out.
Yeah, every movie is called Never Bet Against Black. No matter what he's doing, that's his I'll be back.
You're going to end up like him, though, Chris.
A successful movie star? Great.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Yeah, you're going to be in Demolition Man, too.
Dude, Demolition Man's solid. It's a solid movie. Don't hate on Demolition.
Was that the Sandra Bullock one with
She was
Sylvester
she's in it.
Stallone?
Yeah.
Okay, the 3 seashells.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
Okay, yep, I know that one.
Good time.
Every restaurant's Taco Bell in the future.
All right, that
Don't
sounds
remember
good.
that part.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah. Saw it.
I saw it back to back with Judge Dredd.
So
That was
good.
a rough double
That's a
feature.
wonderful
Saw that in
film.
theaters.
Of the law. Of the law.
What's he saying? Can we get another take on that?
I am the law. It's really amazing that Stallone was able to write Rocky and make it so good.
And that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been fucking sailing on that ship since.
Everybody's got the one, like you probably have one good novel in you. You maybe have one good
think?
song.
Maybe.
Everybody.
Although I thought some of the other Rocky movies were good, but the first one's like actually a great movie.
It's an actual real film.
Yeah.
The rest of them are just fucking professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I thought Rocky Balboa was good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, the stuff
That was
with
a
his
good one.
son and the...
Yeah.
Nothing can hit harder than life.
He's always giving advice
Yeah.
to people.
I always about how many times you get hit. It's about how many times you get up.
I'll tell you this though, there's never been another movie in history that people still go to the place for the big famous scene and do the thing over and over. They're running up the steps as we're talking right now.
Yeah.
From fucking 40 years ago. People are still
Is
running
that
up
movie
steps.
responsible for making Philadelphia the most obnoxious sports fans ever?
Oh no! They were long
Before
obnoxious
that?
Before that,
Predated.
yeah. This was the only win that they ever had in history. It was the Rocky movie, so they were excited about it.
Mm.
But they were always terrible people.
And he didn't
I-
actually win,
There was a
right?
tie.
Yeah.
It was the only tie they had.
I grew up there, so that was all the first sporting thing. First time I went to an Eagles game, I swear to God, I thought my dad took me to a riot. I was like 6 years old, and I was in between my dad and my uncle. What the fuck is this? Just men punching each other. And then the racist terms that I heard being screamed at the Phillies when I was a little kid. And like I had the baseball cards. Me and my own uncle dropped the N-bomb, and I'm like, dudes, this is our team.
This is my hero.
Now, the people in Philly now get mad about that, so maybe it's changed. They get mad if
Oh,
you say
Riley
that they're...
Cooper? You get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, if you're a racist fan, but I haven't seen any changes.
Well, they have the jails in the stadium now, and they're
Yeah.
proud of it.
Yeah.
Like, we got jails in our stadium.
Right.
Like, your fans suck if you don't have a jail. And you're...
If it's all like it's if you're known for something, you gotta grasp it.
But it's
Like,
also,
that's
I get where they're coming from. Like, it is annoying when you go to a game now and it's all corporations and it's all
Terrible.
companies and there's no spirit. But also, it's like maybe don't beat someone to a bloody pulp. That's not
Yeah.
good either.
right.
Sam and I went to a Knicks game, and there was like all those seats center court empty.
Oh yeah.
And it was the Knicks playing the Mavericks. It was, Chris
Dirk.
Stapps and Dirk, and like
Yeah.
it was a neat
Who
matchup.
doesn't
And there's all
watch
these
Dirk?
empty great seats. It's probably because corporations bought them, and they didn't have enough people to take, I guess.
That's why the Super Bowl is the worst game of the year in terms of fans, because you're just watching the game and you're like, these people
Yeah.
don't give a shit. They just got tickets.
Yeah, it's people impressing other people.
But what's weird is you give up the home field advantage. It used to be frightening to go into the vet and play. It used to be scary to go in RFK because everybody would be kicking this, making the whole place shake.
The Garden used to be scary.
Yeah. Yankee Stadium was frightening.
The
in
fans
the
used to be, the fans used to be poor.
Yeah. Regular people.
But how about, you go to Oracle now, the Golden State Warriors, if you're a great home team, they will reward you.
Yeah.
Or the Spurs. There's a couple arenas where they'll still, if you're great at home, they'll reward you. But if you're not, fans just don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's no reason because they're not actual fans. It really is middle and lower class people who live and die with the fucking team. But if you're rich, you're like, well, at least I'm still rich.
You can't, you can't afford a ticket to a Yankees game.
No.
It's
crazy.
You sit up close, you get the waiter. I just want to go to the game.
Yeah. Barclays is the same way, too. You go to a basketball or game there, and you're like, I'm not paying that kind of money for the team that's fucking playing like this. You're crazy.
I got 2 Yankee tickets for this Sunday, and 2, kind of deep in left field, $80 each.
Yeah.
I got them in advance, too. That's just what they cost now. It's crazy.
Who you bringing?
My lady.
See, remember the old days?
Bogus.
Yeah.
I'll break you 2 up.
Wow, I didn't realize that we went past the time because these 2 guys bring nothing but joy.
That's true. Every time they're here.
I love doing this show. It's the best. It's so
This was
fun.
a blast. Thank you for having us.
You know what? We'd always have you guys in here, but my dream is this is the sitcom, just a sitcom with 2 buddies being incredibly mean to each other. I would
They
watch
love
it.
each other.
Yeah, I would
They
watch
really
it.
love each other.
I hope something bad happens to Sam.
That'll be the name of it.
I'll do his weekend.
That'd be a great pilot. A piano just falls on my head, and Joe's just sitting table side as I'm in a coma.
I grab your wallet and I leave.
That would actually be a good pilot.
Sam Morril will be headlining Gotham Comedy Club in New York City Friday, April 22nd and Saturday, April 23rd. Go to GothamComedyClub.com for tickets. Also, his album Class Act available on iTunes and Amazon. And Joe Mackey will be performing this Friday, April 15th at 7 p.m. at the Comedy Cellar. Go to ComedyCellar.com for tickets. Also, he'll be at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville, Tennessee, Friday, April 29th, Saturday, April 30th at 7 p.m. Go to nashville.zanys.com for tickets and more information.
And also today at 4 o'clock on the Anthony Cumia Network, Delco Proper's hosting at 4 p.m.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
I can't wait to
love
see
it.
their show. The pilot was funny.
Oh, yeah, man. It's funny. It's out now, too. And that's just them. You know what I mean? Like, they're as funny just sitting around with as they are in that show, and they use the right dialect. They talk the way people are supposed to talk. So that's 4 o'clock on Tax today. Make sure you check it out. That's it for us. We'll see everybody again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!